as Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
Country Financial makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, auto, or more, their representatives will take the time to understand your specific needs and explain what options work best for you. Worry less and feel more confident knowing you're covered. Visit countryfinancial.com to get started today. Experience more with Country Financial. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm the valet at the game, and I'm as tight on cash as this lot is on space. So I'm going to park your way too big truck in this way too small spot. And if you don't have the right auto insurance, this might leave you crunched for cash. So get Allstate, save money, and get protected from mayhem like me. Who's next?
Savings vary based on coverage selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
Welcome back inside the pregame show here, presented by Brian Bemis Toyota of DeKalb. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here at the booth in DeKalb. It is coming down a little bit harder than rain right now. Is Mark Lindo, as you give us the scout report on the Akron Zips.
Hey, the Zips come in 2-7 tonight, coming off a loss that you had mentioned to earlier, Andy, to Buffalo. Joe Moorhead, their third-year head coach. It's been a challenge for him. The team is averaging just 18.8 points a game and run it for just 85 yards a game. That's a problem with tonight's weather. Transfer quarterback Ben Finley is a good one. After Power 4 stops at North Carolina State and Cal, this 6'3 slinger is an effective passer. He has a strong arm and some capable receivers led by Adrian Norton, who has 36 catches and averages over 18 yards per catch. Bobby Golden is a good one as well. From the outside, he has 25 catches. And 6-foot Arizona State transfer Jake Newell is a tight end threat on third downs and in the red zone. So capable receivers in the passing game. Now, the running game's been an issue. Jordan Simmons started his career at Michigan State. He's their feature running back with 495 yards and 5.7 yards per carry, but they only average about 85 yards per game on the ground. Flip it over to the defensive side. The Zips allow 36 points a game, including 184 yards on the ground for opponents' run game. Look for NIU to establish that early and often tonight. The local guy, Brian McCoy out of Joliet West, is their leading hit man with 85 total tackles on the year. He's a preseason All-MAC player. He moves really well laterally, but he's best playing downhill. But their best player on defense is 6'3", 240-pound C.J. Nunley, All-MAC last year. He had 15.5 TFLs and 7 sacks. This year he has 5.5 TFLs to date. He's been drawing double teams consistently this year. NIU keys, Andy, +1 is all they need turnover-wise. Run for 220. That's a lot, but they can do it. And then first down defense, not third down. First down defense sets up third and long for opponents.
Huskies have come onto the field. The rain is coming down as we're getting closer to NIU and Akron. This has been the pregame show presented by Brian Bemis Toyota of DeKalb. Coming up, the coin toss and the kick between the Huskies and the Zips. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You've been listening to the Toyota pregame show on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner, presented by the Costantino Law Firm, Country Financial, FNBO, Northwestern Medicine, and Brian Bemis Toyota of DeKalb. The countdown to kickoff is complete. And now it's time for NIU football on 94.9 WDKB.
Northwestern Medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern Medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Country Financial makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, auto, or more, their representatives will take the time to understand your specific needs and explain what options work best for you. Worry less and feel more confident knowing you're covered. Visit countryfinancial.com to get started today. Experience more with Country Financial. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
It's game time on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. Exclusive coverage of NIU football is presented by the Costantino Law Firm. Bringing you the play-by-play of today's game, here's the voice of the Huskies, Andy Garcia.
We are just about to get underway between NIU and Akron. The coin toss. The captains are down on the field. Our referee, Andrew Special, will be on the mic tonight. He's talking to the captains. J.J. Lippy, Kate Haberman, Brock Lampy, Jay-Sean Prophet out there. Skylar Gill Howard also on the near numbers as we're about to get the coin toss here in a rainy DeKalb. And I believe NIU won the toss.
Northern Illinois has won the toss. I'd elected to defer. Akron will receive. Good luck, guys.
So it will be Akron getting the ball first here tonight. As I said, about 45 degrees, rain coming down. And let's go down to Terry Bonadonna, who's going to be in that rain. Some thoughts before we get the kickoff here, Terry.
I'm just thinking about how great this Northern Illinois rain gear is that I've got.
Oh, it's nice.
Lovely down here right now. It is an interesting atmosphere on the sidelines. It's different than anything we've had all year. We have had absolutely picture-perfect weather 9 consecutive games. And, it's hard to go 12 for 12. It just wasn't going to happen. But I know that NIU has got their running game ready to go today. Ontario Brown is out. Vitelli Johnson has been great. Jalen Poe is back at full strength today. So NIU should have the running game fully operational, essentially, for today's game. I think they're going to use it as much as they possibly can.
Terry, thank you very much. Before we move any closer, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to NIU Football on the Costantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
WDKB DeKalb. A Midwest family station.
Mark Lindo, your thoughts as we get ready for kickoff.
I'm going to jump on what Terry said. NIU comes in averaging a league best 211 yards per game on the ground. There is not a doubt that the Akron Zips have had trouble defending the run. They give up almost 185 yards a game. That will be where Wesley Bashauner will probe often and early. And you know what? Huskies have a room full of running backs that can hit home runs.
Yes.
Ontario Brown not playing tonight. We don't expect to see him. Kelly Johnson, the MAC Offensive Co-Player of the Week. He can take it to the distance any certain time. Gavin Williams has a couple 100-yard games to his credit. Jalen Poe had an outstanding game earlier in the year before he was injured. And Thomas Amick tells us that he's got a couple other fronts where he go to if needed. So I think the running game will be in full here tonight. And take it one more step. I'll tell you what, if Ethan Hampton plays like he did last week, the rest of November, NIU has a chance to have a really special luck, just managing the game and making the routine throw.
Huskies come to our right. They're in the all-black. It's a blackout here in Husky Stadium. Huskies in the all-black jerseys, silver numbers, silver letters, and the Husky dog, NIU, on the helmet. Akron in the road whites. White jerseys, white pants with the gold and blue down the stripes of the pants. Austin Bullock will kick it off right to left as NIU tries to get their 6th win of the season and get bowl eligible.
Got work to do before you can speculate what your geographic location would be, what bowl it could be. Of course, the Huskies a 1-game bowl victory streak with that win last year. That was a fun one down in Montgomery, Alabama.
Back deep to our left, Adrian Norton and Bobby Golden. Austin Bullock, the freshman for NIU, will kick off again. The rain is coming down. It's gotten heavier the last 10 minutes.
A lot of green in the radar.
Bullock puts his foot to the ball, and we are underway. end over end kick. Golden at his own 5, far side, angles to the near, to the 15, up to the 20, 25, and then he's taken down on the near side by Ty Miles of NIU, but not before Golden gets to the 29-yard line. So that's where Akron will start their first drive. And quarterback Ben Finley, as Mark talked about, redshirt junior from Phoenix, Arizona. Had a couple starts at Cal, also had a couple starts at NC State. He's coming off a nice game, though, passing 378 yards last week, or about 11 days ago, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception.
His brother Ryan Finley was a 3-year starter at North Carolina State, then a 4th-round pick by the Bengals. So good bloodlines for Ben Finley, who's been around town. It's his 3rd stop.
Jordan Simmons, the running back, gets it, goes right up the middle to about the 32, pushes the power forward just a bit, right in the heart of the defense. First carry for Jordan Simmons, redshirt junior from Marietta, Georgia, coming off 68 yards rushing last time out. They'll bring up 2nd down and 7, a gain of 3 on 1st down.
Husky defense number 8, the entire nation in total defense.
Finley puts Newell in motion to the far side, now tight on the left side. Gets the shotgun snap, throws, far side, incomplete. Too wide for the intended receiver, Bobby Golden. Again, that ball kind of fluttered out of his hands. The wetness could have a factor. We may have seen it on that throw as it's 3rd and 7 for Akron here early in the first quarter.
Western Michigan, 2 out of 10 on 3rd down last week. Huskies have pinned their ears back right now. Number 2 in the country, behind only Tennessee, allowing only 25% 3rd down conversions. Huskies with 3 interceptions last week. You can play pass right now.
3 receivers to the far side on 3rd and 7. Zips at their own 31. Shotgun snap. Finley slipped thrown out, and he tries to throw it far side, incomplete. Double team was Adrian Norton, incomplete. As again, Finley trying to kind of slipped on trying to make that throw, and now Akron will have to punt.
Huskies dialed up a blitz on 3rd down. They brought 6 on that particular play. Finley, no time at all. 3 and out for NIU after deferring and getting get the 3 and out. You just won that decision with that 3 and out stop.
Avery Book to our left for kick it away, the senior from Ironton, Ohio.
Averages 45 yards a punt. That's very, very efficient.
Dane Partridge to our right, sitting at his own 28. High snap. It's bobbled. Now picked up, and Book is just going to run to his left. And then he fumbles at the 20 on the far side, and it's NIU ball. You see the rain being a factor early. And the recovery by Jake Gasaway on the far side, and NIU will have fantastic field position to start their first drive.
High snap. Book just couldn't handle it. Huskies went in pursuit. He tried to rugby kick it. Not so well done. Special teams, NIU had a kick return. Cam Thompson for a touchdown last week, and they get a 3 and out. And special teams, kaboom, starts this drive off their own 21-yard line, looking good.
It is Ethan Hampton in the gun, has Johnson to his left on this 1st and 10 from Akron's 21. Hand off Johnson, try to go to his right, nothing there. Stood up at the line of scrimmage. No gain, bring up 2nd and 10. We played just over a minute in this first quarter, looking for our first score. Huskies have fantastic field position on this 2nd down.
NIU expecting to see 3 different looks up front from Akron. They'll see a 3-man front, they'll see a 4-man front, and they'll see a 5-man, which is called a bear, where you have a man right over center, Logan Zernitz.
The rain coming down hard here in DeKalb on 2nd and 10 to our left at the Akron 21-yard line. Hampton again in the gun. Play action rolls to his left. Hampton now just going to run it up the middle, gets to the 15, still trying to move that power forward inside to the 14. Gain of 7. He'll bring up 3rd and 3 for NIU.
A little bit of boot action right there. All the action went to the right. It looked like it was a blocking scheme for an outside zone, but no, a bootleg pass. Hampton came back against the grain. He had 2 people that he checked down on, nothing going, and a really gutsy play to turn nothing into something more manageable 3rd down situation.
So again, it's 3rd and 3 for NIU.
13 personnel. We saw that a lot last week. 3 tight ends.
Hampton in the gun, gets a snap, looking to throw, has time, throws, and the far side incomplete. Trying to find Andrew Meckrow, who's cutting from the near side to the far side, just right up the stripes. Incomplete. Now NIU will try a field goal. And again, this rain is causing havoc early.
Yeah, there's nothing automatic on the field tonight. Not a punt, not a field goal, not an extra point, nada. Everything is about ball security, taking care of the ball first. And this field goal, yes, normally a chip shot, not so much with the weather.
It's a 32-yard attempt to our left for Cannon Whittle. Ball between the hashes. Low snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. Great play that time just for the hold. Snap, hold to get that down from Cannon Whittle, and NIU
on the field
gets the first point. So it was Isaac Hatfield, the hold from Foley, and Cannon Whittle from 32 yards out gives NIU a 3-0 lead with 12:31 to go here. First quarter in Husky Stadium. We'll take the timeout. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
The Husky Athletic Fund is proud to support Husky football and NIU's 400 student athletes across all 17 sport programs. Husky Athletic Fund donors make a positive impact on the success of NIU student athletes in competition, in the classroom, and in the community. Join the Husky Athletic Fund today. Call 815-753-1923 or go online to huskyathleticfund.com. Go Huskies!
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
At Northern Illinois University College of Business, we're all about a game-changing educational experience. You'll learn in an AACSB accredited, nationally ranked college. Your NIU experience culminates with personal and professional transformation, and you'll be ready to take on a world of career opportunities. Visit cob.niu.edu. 12:31 to go. First quarter from a very rainy, a monsoon right now, Husky Stadium.
Andy Garcia, I was just going to say, ask me if it's raining. I was going to say, no, it's monsooning. We got some big-time water coming down at Husky Stadium. What a fun night it is, and a fun start for NIU. They get the fumbled punt by Akron. Whittle with a 32-yard field goal. Huskies kind of stalled, only 7 yards on that drive, but parlay that turnover in 2 points. Remember, I told you they had to be +1 on the night. We'll take +2 then. How's that? Yeah. Last week, NIU 3 interceptions, turned it over once. So trying to come back in that turnover column, and that's the way to win all year long, but especially the bad weather you expect in November in the Midwest.
3-0 Huskies. Again, 12:31 to go, first quarter. Huskies get the first score. It will be again back deep for Zips. To our left, be Golden and Norton. Adrian Norton on the top receivers for Akron.
He averages 18 yards a catch, so that's an explosive young man out of Huber Heights, Ohio.
Austin Bullock from our right. We'll kick it right to left. 3-0 Huskies here. He played 2 minutes and 29 seconds as the rain continues to fall. Bullock is going to swip kick it. It's going to be picked up by one of the up men at the 15, 20, 25, up to the 31-yard line. So Akron has good field position. It was Castleberry who brought it up for Akron. And the Zips will start down by 3, their second drive, with 12:24 to go, first quarter.
Check it out. Guys that have played over 50 games for NIU. Champ with 54, Dolphin 52, O'Malley 54, Damon Taylor 56, Tristan Tavis 52. That's a lot of graybeards for NIU trying to finish this season strong.
First and 10 for the Zips. Huskies up 3-0 at their own 32-yard line. To our left, Finley in the gun. Handoff Simmons again right up the middle. Gets up to the 35-yard line. Simmons taken down between the hashes. Cade Haberman on the bottom of that pile for NIU.
Well, Simmons had a 100-yard game for the Michigan State Spartans, so he has been in Big Ten country. He's had success in Big Ten country, but his offensive line just has not given him consistently enough seams. NIU right now in a 4-2 defense. Again, with the Husky position with Profit.
2nd and 6 for the Zips. 4 receivers set. Finley play action now rolls to his right, near side. Throws on the run, incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Israel Polk on the near side, just a little out pattern again. Pass too wide, so we'll bring up 3rd and 6 for Akron. 11:47 to go first quarter. Huskies up 3-0.
Huskies playing without Omarion Knighton tonight, not in uniform for the 2nd consecutive game. Evan Buss not in uniform on the offensive side, so offensive line will be tested. NIU plays not 9, not 10, but 11 different defensive linemen. They all contribute.
Finley back in the gun on 3rd and 6 from their own 36. Finley under pressure. He's going to run right up the gut. Has enough for the first down and more. Tripped up at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Zips as they move the chains. It's a gain of 12.
That broke down as NIU held contain on the 2 outside defensive end positions, but Finley stepped up in the pocket. Huskies dip back in zone defense, drop down into zone defense. Finley saw that and was able to take it and run, knew right where the stick was at. First down of the evening.
He's not run all that much this season. Hand off to Simmons to the far side. Cuts up in the far numbers. 45, spins at the 42. Still on his feet inside the 40 on a nice first down run for Simmons. Gain of 13. And again, the Zips move the chains. They're down to the Husky 40-yard line. 3-0 Huskies here under 11 minutes to go, first quarter.
Javon Bird with the tackle one-on-one, but not until at the back level. That is his 21st tackle, 10th individual on the season. Might have saved a touchdown.
3 receivers set all to the near side on this 1st and 10 from the Huskies 40. To our right. Finley looks to throw a little screen out to Simmons. Near side, and not much there. He's taken down by Christian Furman, just inside the near numbers. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Nice play from Christian Furman, the senior from Mesa, Arizona.
And he is a Husky's second leader and tackler behind Jaden Dolphin. Furman, if you give him a tackle for loss, it'll be 4.5. That's right at the stick. But he read that one well, going laterally side to side, playing his man and his responsibility, staying right in his pass position.
Zips spread it out. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side. Ball set to the near right hash on this 2nd and 10 for the Zips at the Husky 40. Ben Finley claps his hands, gets a snap. Play action, under pressure. Finley throws, far side incomplete. It was through the hands of the intended receiver, Connor Kravak. He'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Akron at the Husky 40. 9:54 to go, first quarter. Huskies up 3-0.
Jaden Dolphin on the blitz that time, leading this Husky defense is number 1 in the MAC in points per game at 18.8. 3rd down, they're number 1. Sacks, they're 4th. And they get a chance to tee off right now, but Nick Benedetto has called a blitz at least 3 times already in 2 series here for the Akron Zip offense.
As the rain continues to fall here in DeKalb.
Blowing sideways now, too.
On 3rd and 10, right in front of us, the Husky 40. Finley in the gun, gets the snap, has time, now pressure collapses. Close, far as near side, caught. It's Norton, he's still in. 10-5, touchdown. Akron, Adrian Norton caught an out pass on the near side, was able to stay in bounds, tiptoed down the line, and a touchdown for the Zips.
Javon Bird had a jump on the football against Norton, but in baseball vernacular, he swung and missed. And once Bird didn't come up when he jumped that route, Norton was Katie bar the door to the end zone. That was the best thrown ball by Finley that we have seen. They're going for 2.
They're going to go for 2. It's Taj Bullock, quarterback. The Zips make a substitution that gives NIU an opportunity to sub on a 2-point PAT attempt here for the Zips.
Bullock was a quarterback against NIU last year, threw 34 passes.
Bullock's going to run to his right, just sweeping it, and he'll be taken down short. Huskies stop it, and a great play from behind from Neve Sanders, who came from behind to take him down.
Timeout on the field.
2-point conversion, no good for Akron, but how about the pass? Finley to Norton for the touchdown pass, and the Zips had a lead. We'll take the timeout. 9:46 to go, first quarter. Akron 6, Huskies 3. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Dear football fans, Toyota's roster of all-star vehicles are ready for kickoff. Drive the field in style with a Camry or Corolla. Upgrade your ground game with the versatile RAV4. Or there's Grand Highlander and Tundra, our full-size Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Costantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at CostantinoLaw.net.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
The Zips got a 40-yard touchdown catch as Finley finds Norton 40 yards out, touchdown good, 2-point conversion no good, and 6-3 Akron over the Huskies. So we go down to Terry Bonadonna with a special guest.
Hey, thanks, guys. Yeah, we do have a special guest here, the very new dean of the Graduate College of Business. Am I correct?
Yes, the College of Business at NIU.
Excellent. What can you tell us about what that college offers?
Oh, the college offers a full array of business classes and state-of-the-art degree programs, from undergraduate classes in areas of accounting, marketing, information systems, data analytics, finance, as well as graduate programs in all of those areas, and 5 different MBA programs based on your individual professional needs, from being right out of undergraduate to having professional experience to senior executives trying to get into the C-suite.
Today is Graduate Business Student Appreciation Day at the game. What is great about having a graduate business degree from NIU?
Any graduate degree or any degree from NIU's College of Business, the best thing are the faculty who care so much about the students, are so competent and expert in their discipline, and the support that they receive. They really have their back, and they're getting a state-of-the-art education that transforms them, not only to be ready for the careers of today, but prepared to be leaders for tomorrow.
Dean Joan Phillips Hernandez, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you. Go Huskies.
Thank you very much. As Akron swift kicks, taken up by Gavin Williams. He's taken down at the 30, right between the hashes to our right. Akron leads 6-3. Huskies have their second offensive drive. 9:41 to go, first quarter.
Well, NIU's ground game did indeed stall on the very first drive after the fumbled punt opportunity by Akron. But one drive will not get you in any way, shape, or form out of a game plan.
Zips on their last drive, again, 40-yard touchdown pass. Finley finds Norton. 2-point conversion, no good. So Huskies start 1st and 10 at their own 30, going right to left. Hampton in the gun. Handoff Johnson tries to go to his left, the near hash mark. Not much there. Gain of 3, though. He extended the ball out to get a couple extra inches. Bring up 2nd and 7 for NIU. Huskies down 6-3 to the Zips, 9:23 and counting here in the first quarter.
Trayvon Rudolph has 13 catches the last 2 games. I believe he was 6 out of 6 targets and catches last week. A lot of those just quick out, what they call smoke patterns, where they get him the ball out in space. That would be a very safe play tonight. Get the quick release by Hampton. Get Rudolph one-on-one against the corner.
Williams the back. Hampton gets a snap, throws near side, caught. Andrew McElroy able to get the first down and more. He spun out of bounds on the near side up at the 42 of NIU. And it's a first down, move the chains for the Huskies. A gain of 9.
McElroy's 17 catch. He averages almost 11 per catch. Really well thrown ball by Ethan Hampton. He was the only one. McElroy was the one he was looking for there, just to come back to the outside. On time, on target, complete. Huskies move the chains via the air.
The rain continues to fall hard here at Husky Stadium on 1st and 10. And it's a wildcat to Trayvon Rudolph. Open, 50, 45, 40. No one's going to catch it to the far side. 10, 5, touchdown, Trayvon Rudolph. 58-yard scamper for Rudolph. And the Huskies take the lead back, 9-6.
They get the ball in a playmaker's hands. We know how explosive Trayvon Rudolph can be. He just exhibited it right there off the right side. Once he got it, outside block, he champed with a great block. Gavin Williams with a great block on the outside. Oh, my goodness. And you called it, Andy. From up here, we knew it was all over when he hit the 50-yard line. It was gone.
In the pouring rain, Trayvon Rudolph with the 58-yard run to the far side. Whittle will try to complete. Kick up. Kick is good. In a driving rainstorm, the Huskies take the lead back.
Timeout on the field.
We'll take it as well. 8:20 to go. First quarter. Huskies 10, Zip 6. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the propane tank on your grill first before hosting a tailgate.
Let's fire up. Here, let me try. Seriously? You didn't check the propane? Who wants this?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Salt and vinegar?
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th-string quarterback, and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Hey, Husky fans, some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. You're in good hands with Allstate. Also, the Husky Sports Network is presented by the Constantino Law Firm, official law firm of NIU Athletics. Huskies take the lead back. 8:20 to go, first quarter. NIU 10, Zip 6 on a quick scoring drive for the Huskies.
3 plays, 70 yards. Trayvon Rudolph with the home run out of the Wildcat position. Huskies rushing game. Offensive line opened a huge hole. Luke Meadows has done a great job working this offensive line this week without Evan Buss doing so against the defensive line. They'll play 3, 4, and 5-man front. And the Huskies, I think, are playing November football right now in the run game last week and this.
Trayvon Rudolph has really been hot. He had 18 receptions the last 3 games. You just want to get it in his hands. We saw that in that Wildcat.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You get him as many touches as you can. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. He's got 1 receiving, so 3 overall. And you know what? It was great for me to see him getting back to return a kickoff. Yep. And then in a Wildcat, we just talked about him getting some, passes out on the perimeter where they call smoke patterns. Hit that young man the ball any which way you can, and he can create some explosive plays.
Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna down on the sidelines. It's just a rain coming down really hard. Anthony and Julo back in our network studios as Austin Bullock has been busy. He's kicking again as Huskies lead 10-6 here, kicking right to left.
I think you'll see line drive / squib kicks most of the evening tonight, and you might get some funny bounces going on.
And now Bullock's going to kick high end over end. It's going to hit short, but it goes into the end zone. It stayed in bounds on the far sidelines. It's going to be a touchback for Akron. They'll start at their own 25. But if you're the Zips, you like what you saw in that last drive. You saw Finley able to get it out to their playmaker in Norton, who made a play, got the missed tackle, and he took it to the house.
Yeah, I think, Nick Benedetto, defense coordinator, he stays down on the field. He is not up in the booth. And one reason he likes to do that is communication with his players. And I think always you want to keep the ball in front of you. Always, especially with a great defense. And then you multiply that even more by tonight's weather. Yes, you'll take any play in front of you tonight. Make a team drive down the field.
Charles Kellum will be the running back to the right of Finley on this 1st and 10 at their own 25. Hand off to Kellum. Goes to his left, right between the hash marks, is stood up after a gain of about 2. Roy Williams was in there. Christian Furman on that tackle. 2nd and 8 for the Zips. Just over 8 minutes to go. First quarter, Huskies up 10-6.
Kellum off just a 12-yard game last week. He's out of Cincinnati. We'll be close to Cincinnati next week. Tuesday night, Miami University, the Redhawks, currently in first place in the MAC, along with Bowling Green, right?
4 receiver set, 2 on each side on this 2nd and 8. Zips at the throw. Finley on the near side. It's a screen. He's caught, but he's taken down right away. Nice play from Jacob Finley. Loss of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and long for the Zips.
Finley right there busted up that first block, avoided that, then gets a TFL out on the perimeter. Finley has 2 TFLs now. This one puts them deep behind the sticks. Right now, 3rd and 10, where NIU can get, once again, this is the enviable position to tee off Ivan Davis into the rush edge.
3 receivers to the far side, 1 in the near for Akron on 3rd and 10 from their own 25 to our left. Finley under pressure, has to throw, screen, far side caught by Golden, not much. He gains 1 yard. Jay-Sean Prophet comes up and makes the tackle. It'll be 4th down for the Zips.
Well, they did as they showed blitz with Dolphin and Furman, or excuse me, Gasaway and Furman. Then they both backed off, got out into the flat area, busted that up, 3 and out. NIU's defense does the job.
Christian Furman also on that tackle as well. As Avery Book had some problems trying to attempt his first punt.
Well, I think his long snapper had the problem as well. Not an easy job. Liam Reardon, that's on his mind right now, their long snapper.
Book at his own 10 to our left. He's going to try to kick it off. We got a flag. And we'll hear again from our official, referee Andrew Special. We'll talk things over. It's 4th and 9.
Can't take that long right now. I mean, it's either somebody jumped illegally or offside, unless they're just trying to get which way they want to go.
Full start. Offense. Number 44. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
This will push this back even further. Again, the rain continues to fall hard here at Husky Stadium. 6:25 to go first quarter. Huskies 10, Zip 6.
And Dane Parter, we know how sure-handed he's been returning and receiving punts all year long. He's at the 40, moved up 5 yards, but now he's got a driving rain in his eyes and a wind as well. You just got to make sure you bring the ball into your hands, then into your body.
Book at his own 6. Kicks it away. Low line drive. It's going to bounce. It's going to take a Husky bounce, and the Zips are going to touch it at the Husky 46-yard line on the near side. That was dangerous. That punt took a weird angle to the near side. Huskies tried to stay away from it. They did. It was a punt of only 28 yards, and we'll take the timeout. The Huskies get it back, have the lead. 6:11 to go, first quarter from a rainy Husky Stadium in DeKalb. Huskies 10, Zip 6. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Northwestern medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Two of the biggest winning traditions in the greater Sycamore DeKalb area are the Northern Illinois University Huskies and the Cunis Auto Group of Sycamore, your official auto group of the NIU Huskies, featuring America's best-selling vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Honda, Hyundai, plus Volvo and Mercedes-Benz, and the area's biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs and hybrids, with over 1,500 available on lot and online. Buy like a champion at your nearby Cunis of Sycamore dealership. The NIU Huskies and the Cunis Auto Group of Sycamore, two great winning traditions.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
Gear up, game on, give it up to your Huskies. Every time you pay with your free NIU Visa debit card, only with free checks from FNBO, a proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it to Gears today at FNBO.com/Huskies. Remember, FDIC. 6:11 to go, first quarter from a rain-soaked Husky Stadium. Huskies have the ball back, leading 10-6. We'll go back down to Terry Bonadonna. Now, Terry, you know I did sidelines for a long time. I've had sun games, I've had snow. These rain games are tough. Talk to me of just what you're feeling right now and how the players are trying to interact with this rain and this weather to try to play a football game.
Well, for one thing, they've moved the benches back completely so that they are under cover. So the sidelines are as wide open as I've ever seen them. I was thinking about doing wind sprints something down the sideline. There are no players down here. Yeah, the rain has been picking up steadily since the game has begun. So even more now than before the game started. Guys are trying to seek cover. It certainly is a major factor. The wind is interesting down here too because it's been swirling. You really can't judge the wind in any one direction specifically because it's consistently shifting. So very difficult conditions right now. I think the game is kind of playing the way we thought it would, at least on NIU side, with a heavy dose of the running game.
Huskies come out at their own 45, going right to left. Lampy in motion to the near side. Hampton in the gun. Handoff Johnson to his left. Cuts back inside. And a fumble. Ball on the floor on the field, and the Zips say they have it. Let's see. Right at the 50, near side. The officials peel off the players. No, NIU got it back. Huskies maintain possession. It will be a gain of 5, 2nd and 5 for NIU at midfield.
Kelly Johnson, who had that great game last week where he is player of the week in the Mid-America Conference, where he had 23 carries, 141 yards. He took the hit at about the 49. Then he spun and tried to backpedal. That's when he took the hit from the backside, jarred the ball loose. Huskies maintain possession with a sigh.
2 receivers in this play for NIU. Hampton, play action. Looking to throw. Middle of the field, caught Tavis. 45, right between the hash marks, down to the 43-yard line of the Zips. First down coming for NIU on a throw from Hampton, catch from Tavis, a gain of 7.
Play action pass. They release the tight end right in the middle of field. Man-to-man. They like to play a lot of cover one. Man-to-man does Akron. I think they might change that a little bit more philosophically. Defensive coordinator Tim Tebazar with the rain factor involved tonight.
I saw number 83, Jason Fowler, get in there for NIU, another receiver. Tight end. It's 1st and 10 for NIU at the Zips 43. To our left. Hampton under center, hands off to Johnson. Johnson up the gut, inside the 40, down to the 39. Nice gain on first down.
I'm watching the Akron DBs, and they are playing soft cushion. They're playing 6-7 yards off NIU's receivers. They're saying, okay, we're just not going to get beat deep. You're not going to long ball us and force NIU to catch something out in front, complete a pass, and then make a play afterwards.
It's 2nd and 6 for the Huskies at the Zips 39, going right to left. Again, Hampton under center. Jet sweep to Rudolph. Rudolph's looking to throw. He's going to throw. Wide open. It's caught. Touchdown NIU. Trayvon Rudolph finds Dean Partridge. Tricky Thomas Hammock, and the Huskies score.
Great play at a great time. Now, I will tell you, we all know Trayvon Rudolph was
illegal substitution. Defense, 12 men on the field. Penalties decline, result of play, a touchdown.
Trayvon Rudolph was a quarterback. I had the privilege to call his state championship game for Creek Monee. He was a quarterback in high school. Trayvon Rudolph now has thrown a touchdown pass. He's run a touchdown. He's caught touchdowns receiving. What a great play it was. And Dave Partridge, Andy, you and I could have hit him on that one.
39-yard touchdown pass from Rudolph to Partridge. PAT up. And the PAT is good. In a driving rainstorm, the Huskies go with trickery, and they get it. 3:50 left here in the first quarter. NIU up 17-6. We'll keep it here. And how about the play calling from offensive coordinator Wesley Bashaner? In the rain, you got Rudolph on the Wildcat, just a simple run to the right. He takes it to the house. And now a little trickery with Rudolph, not just running one in, throwing one, the Partridge for the touchdown.
Well, and, because he can run, the defense has to stay up. And they did just that. And he found him wide open, was Dane Partridge. His 15th catch, his 2nd touchdown reception of the season. He won't find one easier than that, I flat out guarantee you.
The rain continues to just fall steadily and heavy as NIU's got the lead 17-6. 3:50 to go first quarter here in Husky Stadium, Brigham Field in DeKalb. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in a nice warm booth. Down on our rainy sidelines is Terry Bonadonna. I'm sure Anthony Angulo is very nice and warm back in the network studios as well.
Yeah, he's not feeling any hurt.
It is coming down as Bullock kicks it right to left. It's a swift kick again, and it's picked up at the 10, 15, and up to the 25 is Norton. He fumbled it once, got it back, and Norton just tried to get some positive yards for the Zips as Akron is down by 11, 17-6. Again, the rain just continues to fall here in DeKalb.
Now remember, Huskies now have 3 possessions this quarter, have scored on all 3. And if you go back to Kalamazoo last week, remember NIU offense scored at 1.6 consecutive possessions. So this offense is on fire.
Zips start at their own 25 to our left, going left to right. Finley in the gun, has Simmons to his right. Yeah, I thought the Simmons is going to go to the near side. Oh, taken down quickly by Skylar Gil Howard. Back to the line of scrimmage. Gil Howard was in there quickly. No gain for the Zips on first down.
Skylar Gil Howard, a former walk-on. They got him out of the workforce, if you will. He's a young man that wanted to go to school, wanted to play football, and boy, has he played football this year. What a treat he is to watch. He's got 7 TFLs now, counting that one. They're going to give him a foot, I guess, so I can't give him a TFL. But he has another individual tackle. Huskies with 4-2 defense up front.
2nd and 10. Again, Finley with the play action throws. Near side incomplete. Out of the hands, near side again of Jake Newell. He came in second on the team with 30 receptions. Again, just that wet ball goes right through his hands. It'll be out 3rd and 10 for the Zips at their own 25. Huskies lead 17-6 here with 3:08 to go first quarter. The Zips will spread it out. Head coach Joe Moorhead of the Zips, again, an offensive guru.
Yeah, he cut his teeth in an awful lot of places. OC at the University of Oregon, played coach at Penn State, coached at UConn. Gets his first head coach position. It's been a tough one at Akron.
3rd and 10, Finley has it. And now he's just looking for anything. He's going to be taken down. He might have gone back to the line of scrimmage, but 3 Huskies in to take him down. Skylar Gil Howard, though, on the bottom of that pile. Man, what a drive for Skylar Gil Howard.
4 possessions, 3 and outs for the NIU defense, albeit one mistake where Bird jumped a route that he probably shouldn't have a long touchdown pass. Besides that, NIU has been flat out dominant on the defensive side of the football once again.
Again, to our left, Avery Book, the senior, will kick it from his own 10. Wait for the snap on the near hash. Partridge is at his own 35 to our right. Book, rugby kick. High spiral. Partridge catches it at the 35 and a fair catch for Dane Partridge. It's a punt, a 40 yards. And we still have 2:19 to go here in the first quarter. And NIU up 17-6. And as Mark Lindo talked about, 3 drives, 3 scores for the Huskies. See if they can make it 4 for 4.
That's what they're trying for if they had that big output last week. Now, I'm going to tell you what. The Huskies have run 10 plays to Akron's 17, but have 131 yards of total offense already. Coming to this game, this is absurd. NIU run 105 more plays than their opponents and average almost 102 yards more per game total offense. That's been domination more than a 5-4 record would indicate.
Hampton play action rolls to his right, throws, and that is going to be incomplete. He was trying to throw the out, and the closest intended player was the Zips. There's a flag on the play.
Headlines of Brett Carpenter's one with a flag. That was really late to see if he got somebody ineligible downfield, could be my only guess.
Ineligible receiver, illegally downfield. Offense number 75. Penalties declined. 2nd down.
Yeah, Hampton Ruler was right. There was no receiver there except for the defensive end, Kabash Richards. He had almost a shoestring catch, but it was incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10 as the Zips will not take the penalty. 2:13 to go first quarter. Huskies up 17-6.
Tom Pash, 6'5", 306, a freshman of Green Bay, Wisconsin. He is the guy, Tom Pash, 75, that NIU is going to think is going to be their next big-time, prime-time offensive lineman. All 5 Hogs plus Pash from Wisconsin, the Cheeseheads up front, been doing the job.
As the rain continues to fall, 2nd and 10. Hand off, Telly Johnson. Up to the 40, spins, still on his feet, near side, and it's down now at the 47-yard line. How Telly Johnson on a nice run. Just running over people. Gain of 12. Move the chains for the Huskies with under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Huskies up by 11.
What a great jump cut it was by Telly Johnson. Yes, you can work on that. Yes, you can practice that. But some of that is just innate ability, agility to change directions quickly, and the balance that he possesses and the power. He is a package of a running back for NIU.
At their own 47, Huskies going right to left. Ball set at the near left hash. Rudolph in motion, and the run to the right for Gavin Williams. He stood up at the line of scrimmage, trying to move to his left. as it'll be 2nd down and 10. Nice play from Elijah Reed. The cornerback came in to take Telly Johnson Jr. down, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Huskies at their own 47. Just over a minute to play here in the first quarter. The rain continues to fall hard as NIU leads 17-6.
Yeah, this offensive line, who I've been singing their praise, 160 combined starts coming in. It's a veteran line that knows how to block any kind of front that you can throw at them.
Hampton in the pistol, play action, looking to throw, has time, throwing on the near side, incomplete. Trying to find Grayson Barnes, streaming down the near side, incomplete. Too far in the pass, will bring up 3rd and 10 for NIU at their own 47.
Grayson Barnes had created some separation one-on-one against Devontae Golden Nelson at 5'10". Now remember, Grayson Barnes, he checks in at 6'5". So you want to get that ball up a little bit higher, let him go one-on-one, gets that ball at its highest point, use the athleticism and the size that Barnes had in that matchup.
Huskies 0 of 1 on 3rd down so far. This is 3rd and 10 from their own 47. Ball set the near left hash. Hampton has time, throws, far side caught, and then incomplete. It was in the hands of George Thermopoulos, but a nice hit from the Zips. They'll bring up 4th down, and again, it's the
quite the hit, and it's fortunate that Monopolis didn't hang on to that football for about another 10th of a second, because that fumble could have occurred there. Now it's Hatfield and Foley that got to get the job done from a fundamental standpoint. Hard to simulate this on a normal week, the wet conditions.
Foley standing in his own 33 to our right. Gets the snap, gets it away. Line drive kick. Fair catch at the Zips 12-yard line by Paul Davis. So the Zips have to go pretty long distance. 39-yard punt, but in the rain, we'll take that as the Zips start this drive going left to right. NIU 17-6 with the lead with 29 seconds to go first quarter. Been a lot of action in these first 15 minutes.
It's pretty amazing to me that we've only really had one turnover. I don't know how that'll officially go on their punt. It was a 4th down situation. If that will go on downs or not, but both teams have taken relatively good care of the football. Just the footing is absolutely absurdly atrocious.
Zips at their own 12. Hand off again up the middle to Simmons. Gain of 1. Jordan Simmons, the redshirt junior, transfer from Michigan State, getting the carries for the majority so far tonight for the Zips as the final seconds will run out of this first quarter. It's been an explosive first quarter. The Zips had a long touchdown pass, but NIU from Trayvon Rudolph for the long run from 58 yards out for a touchdown. Trayvon Rudolph
of the first quarter
ran one. He also threw one to Dane Partridge from 39 yards out through 15 minutes here in a rainy Husky Stadium. Huskies lead the Zips 17-6. The second quarter coming. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Right now at Old National, we have a $450 checking bonus.
Sign me up. But why is that hockey player standing there?
I'm here for the checking.
Well, for a bonus that big, bring on the checking.
Sir, no need to brace yourself against the wall.
It's bank checking.
I knew that.
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open a checking account and complete qualifying activities within 90 days of account opening. Another reason to get old. Old National, where relationships and results matter. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through January 31st, 2025. Visit oldnational.com/checking.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check the kickoff time first before showing up at the stadium.
What? The spot's full already? You said kickoff was at 3.
It was last week.
That's not how it works, Bob.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
We move to the second quarter as the rain continues to fall here at Husky Stadium. Huskies lead 17-6. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. Anthony Angelo in the network studios. Toyota has more all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles than any other brand. Find your perfect ride and you'll shine bright, day or night, maybe in the rain as well. Toyota, let's go places. Mark Lindo, a very eventful first 15 minutes in the rain as the Huskies lead by 11.
A lot of action for NIU. We had the explosive run by Trayvon Rudolph, the explosive pass, Rudolph to Partridge. Huskies got a turnover and a field goal in the first possession. Overall, a very solid first quarter. Literally one bad play, and that was a 40-yard touchdown. They did indeed give up. But we expect Akron, they're playing 11 personnel about 90% of the time. That means they'll go with one tight end and one back. They'll run a little bit of RPO. I don't think you'll see as much of that today because of the weather. And they will like the tempo after a big play, which they haven't had today except for the one that went in the end zone.
The Zips will have second down and 8 when we come out.
Total offense in the first quarter, one to watch, 143 yards for NIU, 63 total yards for Akron. So 143 yards, multiply that by 4, you'd have a pretty good game if you're NIU. And 63 yards for Akron. Obviously, 40 came on that one play for the touchdown.
Huskies have done such a good job overall this season, as we've talked about on the third down defense and just giving up with the scoring, total yards. Tough one in the rain, but so far so good. It's the Huskies lead by 11. So again, start this second quarter. The Zips will go right to left. They're at their own 14-yard line. Ball set right between the hashes. Finley in the gun has Simmons to his left. Hand off Simmons. Nope, play action. Finley's going to throw wide open on the near side. Catch 30, 35, 40, down at the 44-yard line. And a nice catch for Connor Kravac on a nice play action from Finley. A big gainer of 32 for the Zips.
I just got done saying that they play RPO. That was a perfect RPO. They thought the handoff was being made. He pulled it back out. He saw his man open downfield. An explosive play created that by a good decision-making quarterback, in that case, Ben Finley.
Up at their own 44 now, 1st and 10. Ball set at the near left hash. Finley tries to keep his hands dry in this rain-soaked Husky Stadium. Finley's just going to take it up the middle. He lost his footing. Got up to the 45, gain of 1. There might have been more for him to get, but he tripped over the 44-yard line. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Huskies had things covered up pretty well. That was supposed to be a first down pass, a straight drop back. NIU dropping deep in their zones right there. Finley had nowhere to go, and as you mentioned, he basically tackled himself.
Gabe Hopperman came in to blanket him down. It's 2nd and 9 now for the Zips at their own 45, going right to left. Huskies up 17-6. Finley gets a snap, play action, has time, looking to throw, does, middle of the field, and it is incomplete. They tried to get it up to Amarion Granger, but good defense that time for NIU. Nate Valcarcel was in on that play. It brings up 3rd and long for the Zips.
Valcarcel with interception last week. It looked like he had his beat on one right there, but not able to finish the deal. Santana Banner in at safety with Valcarcel. This is Santana Banner blitz time. Normally, if you're a Husky fan, you've seen it so many times.
The Zips so far 2 of 5 on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 9 for the Zips at their own 45. Ball set just inside the near left hash. 3 receivers set, 2 to the far side. Finley, low snap. Has time. Looking to throw. Now it's just going to run up the middle to the 45 of NIU, up to the 40. Still on his feet, and he's finally pushed out of bounds. And they're going to call the late flag. He was hit late going out of bounds, so add 15 yards to this run for Ben Finley. And Akron will have 1st down and 10. This might be close to the 20-yard line of NIU.
Finley's showing some elusiveness at the quarterback position. He almost bobbles the snapper. He actually did bobble it. Looks downfield, goes through his check through his,
personal foul,
nothing going.
Late hit out of bounds. Defense, number 28. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic. 1st down.
They're going to set this down at NIU's 23-yard line to our left. And Finley was definitely going out of bounds. LeVay Sanders just got to hold himself from doing that, pushing that.
Yeah, and this drive started their own 12. Couple of big plays by Finley, doing it with his legs, something we did not anticipate him to be astute at. Changing the play right now as you got play call coming through his helmet.
Again, Zips down to the Husky 23 to our left. 1st and 10. 3 receivers set. Finley, handoff to Simmons. He goes to his right, now cuts up between the hash marks. Good run, though, into the 15-yard line. Taken down by Santana Banner, but a gain of 8 on the play. They'll bring up 2nd and 2 for the Zips at the Husky 15 with under 13 minutes to go here first half. Huskies up 17-6.
Huskies continue to rotate his guys in defensively. Ray Thomas playing his 3rd game of the year since coming back from an injury into the defensive rush end right now.
Finley looks over to the sidelines.
Ray Thomas led the entire nation in defensive lineman tackles last year. That's pretty amazing feat.
Finley moves Simmons to his right in the gun on 2nd and 2. From the Husky 15 to our left. Finley, handoff Simmons, and he's tripped up from behind by Jacob Finley. Got down to the 11-yard line, but that's enough for a first down. Zips will have 1st and 10 at the Husky 11. Zips trying to cut into an 11-point lead of NIU. The clock running.
Finley just went to the boundary. So there should be a new quarterback in there. Is it Bullock, who we would guess?
It is Taj Bullock. We've seen this with the Zips. They like to use Bullock around the goal line or in the red zone. 1st and 10, Bullock. Looks to throw. Now he's just going to run. Tries to go to his right, and nothing there. He's pushed out of bounds. Good play on the outside. Jaden Dolphin, Jelani Williams really made him cut it all the way to the outside. Nothing there for Taj Bullock. And NIU saw that coming.
Taj Bullock, a 6'3", 220-pound junior out of East Orange, New Jersey. That's right. He's playing wide receiver. He's playing Wildcat. He was a quarterback for them last year. 19 out of 34 against NIU, passing the football last year and had 20-run rushes. So he showed up on film all week long of what he can do with his arms and his legs.
It's a gain of 1 down to the Husky 10. 2nd and 9 for the Zips. To our left. In motion is Granger. Finley waits for the shotgun snap. Now looks over to the sidelines. See if they're going to change the play here. Play clock down to 1. And they're going to have to call timeout. Head coach Joe Moorhead, they're trying to change the play up.
Timeout, Akron. Their first charge, timeout of the half. Timeout on the field.
Immediate timeout. We will take it as well. So the Zips knocking at the door. It will be 2nd down and 9 when we come back from the timeout. 11:06 to go, 2nd quarter from a rain-soaking Husky Stadium. Husky 17, Zip 6. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
Dear football fans, Toyota's roster of all-star vehicles are ready for kickoff. Drive the field in style with a Camry or Corolla. Upgrade your ground game with the versatile RAV4. Or there's Grand Highlander and Tundra, our full-size Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
Northwestern Medicine is proud to be part of your community, offering world-class care at 12 hospitals and more than 200 locations across Chicago and Northern Illinois. Back here at Husky Stadium, Brigham Field, 11:06 to go, 2nd quarter. Husky 17, Zip 6. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna down on the sidelines. Anthony Angulo back in our network studios. Huskies up by 11, but the Zips at the Husky 10. Before that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
WDKB DeKalb. A Midwest family station.
As the rain continues to fall hard here at Husky Stadium, Mark Lindo, every play, factors this wetness in the water. See if NIU, the defense, can just hold them to 3 or just make them take a tough field goal here.
Yeah, that's your goal inside the red zone, is make them have to attempt a field goal. Huskies with an ill-advised late hit penalty, a couple Ben Finley ad-lib scramble quarterback plays. This drive started their own 12-yard line. It's exactly what Akron needed because NIU was in full control of this football game. Akron trying to creep back in it here with 11:06 to go in quarter number 2.
Second down and 9 for the Zips. To our left at the Husky 10-yard line. At the far right hash, Finley is back in. He's got Simmons to his right in the gun. Finley gets the snap. Has time, throws near side, and it's incomplete. Tried to get the fade pattern to the near side. Too far in the pass. They were trying to get it to Amarian Granger. And good coverage that time from Nate Valcarcel and also Jacob Finley back there. They'll bring up third down and 9 for the Zips at the Husky 10. 11:02 to go first half. Huskies up 17-6.
So where are your Huskies right now? You need to know where that stick is at. You want to plant yourself on the back end. Looks like quarters defense across the back line. Just keep it inside the 5 or outside the 5.
Finley, low shotgun set. Blitz is coming, and the pass to the far side incomplete. A little bubble screen out to Simmons. Out of his hands, incomplete. Brings up 4th and 9 for the Zips. And they will try the field goal attempt. Finley had to get rid of that quicker than he wanted to. Devontae O'Malley and others were coming in. Cave Haberman as well.
Garrison Smith, their field goal kicker. He's 9 out of 12. I'll repeat it probably a couple times tonight. Normally it's a chip shot, but not so much tonight with the conditions.
It will be a 27-yard field goal attempt. Snap, hold, kick is up. The kick is good. So the 27-yard field goal for Garrison Smith is good.
Timeout on the field.
And we'll take the timeout as well with 10:56 to go here in the second quarter. It's now NIU 17, the Zips 9. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait, are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The Boneyard Victor E Collective is the NIL marketplace that connects NIU supporters and local businesses with Husky student athletes, enabling them to capitalize on their name, image, and likeness while competing for NIU businesses. And individuals can engage with NIU athletes through public appearances, social media posts, and more. Go to boneyardvictore.com for more information.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Husky Sports is brought to you by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Get old. 10:56 to go, second quarter here from Husky Stadium. The rain continues to fall. It's now NIU 17, the Zips 9. After a 27-yard field goal for the Zips, Garrison Smith, as we go down to the sidelines, and Terry Bonadonna. And again, I think we've seen the rain be a factor so far, but the Huskies and Bolts we got 26 points on the board so far.
Yeah, and I don't know how much of that has to do with the weather. I know the defense is a little bit affected by it as well. It's interesting walking up and down the sidelines, just trying to see the way that guys are looking to adjust to this right now. And whichever unit is not on the field is immediately going undercover underneath the bleachers here, just trying to keep themselves as dry as possible right now. It's also kind of chilly down here. We've been talking a lot about the rain, but it's also the coldest temperature we've had this year. I know the team has been practicing indoors a lot lately, kind of avoiding some of these fall elements. So I think for a lot of these guys, this is a little unusual having to play through these conditions. So they're trying to adjust, and I think it's working a little bit better than we thought it would. A little bit more points on the board than anybody was expecting today.
Huskies last week in that big win at Western Michigan, J.J. Libby graded out maybe his best game yet, 89% of his grades. Malcor, 81%, Champ, 80%. Malcor led the team with 59 snaps from the offensive line position. And remember, they played without Evan Buss, who was hurt on the third play of the game last week, not in uniform tonight. but the O-line continues to get the job done. And you know what? They give a hammer award, and that went to J.J. Lippy last week on a quarterback sneak that Ethan Hampton gained a first down on.
Dante Jackson kicks it off right to left for the Zips. This will go back in the end zone. It'll be a touchback for NIU. They'll start at their own 25 to our left. 17-9 Huskies with the lead. 10:56 to go here, second quarter.
Telly Johnson, 5 carries, 24 yards. You know what? That's good. But that's not what we're used to right now. We expect him, to get 18, 16, 12. He's in there right now. His big old body frame. He's a young man that is chiseled at 5'11", 205 out of Augusta, Georgia. Good recruiting, fertile recruiting ground for Thomas Hammock, the Georgia area.
3 receivers set for the Huskies. Hampton throws the screen. Near side caught by Rudolph. He breaks 1 tackle, able to get up to the 27-yard line. Gain of 2 for Trayvon Rudolph. Trayvon Rudolph for a 58-yard touchdown run out of the Wildcat. And also Rudolph has thrown a touchdown pass to Dane Partridge.
Dan Thompson was out there trying to stalk block, free him. He wanted to kick his man out and have Trayvon Rudolph cut back to the inside. Tough read for Trayvon Rudolph, gets a short gain.
Huskies at their own 27 going left to right. Ball set at the near right hash. Lampy in motion to the near side. Hampton will hand off to Johnson. Tries to go to his right. Keeps the feet grinding forward. Gets up to the 28-yard line. Be a gain of 1. So it's 3rd and long for NIU as we'll go under the 10-minute mark here in the second quarter. Huskies lead 17-9.
Tom Posh was the one leading that block right there for NIU. Just could not square his shoulders up enough to get a knockdown on his man who may end up making the tackle.
Huskies 0 of 2 so far in third down conversions.
45% come in, leading the MAC in that category on the season.
3rd and 7 for NIU at their own 28. Demopoulos in motion to the far side. Hampton has time, throws, going deep, near side, and McElroy could not make the catch. He was looking to his left and turned to try to make his catch on the right, and it's incomplete. Bring up 4th down for NIU.
Boy, he had some separation that time against Elijah Reed, the sophomore out of Louisville, Kentucky, and that's a throw that Hampton, he's been so efficient, but he kind of missed that one going to the back shoulder.
Again, the rain continues to fall sideways here at Husky Stadium. Foley's at his own 19 to our left, kicking away. Foley gets a snap, gets it away. Oh, it's blocked. It's blocked by the Zips. Picked up, and it's a touchdown for Akron. They get the blocked punt, and they get the touchdown, and I believe that is Norton, Adrian Norton.
Wow, they came close on the first punt, and this one they got at point blank, something they saw on the scouting report.
The ruling on the field, defender secured possession of the loose ball in the end zone. By rule, it's a touchdown.
It's Terrence Thomas who gets the touchdown. It was blocked by 14 and for Akron, and that is Noel Roach III. Picked up by Thomas in the end zone. He's able to grab it, hold it, and that's a touchdown on special teams for the Zips.
I don't know if they're going to really quickly try to look at this because I don't know if he had full possession. That is the call on the field.
He literally jumped right on top of it in the end zone and then slid.
Oh, yeah.
The previous play is under further review.
And it should be.
We'll see if we get a good look. Right now, it'd be 17-15 Huskies.
And I was just going to say before that punt, it's an eerie feeling if you're a Husky fan because you feel like you're in full control of the game, yet it's a one-score game, or maybe not. If this touchdown stands,
we have a look here. We have a monitor in our booth. We're taking a look at it. It doesn't look like it's still bobbling, and then Thomas looks to jump on it. Literally, it's just like, blanking it.
But when you're on top of the ball, you don't have possession of the ball. You cannot slide with the ball out of the end zone, out of play, and have that be possession. Nate Valcarcel trying to catch a peek.
I don't know. I mean, we have an angle from the other end zone looking in. it's going to be tough to overrule to change that call.
Well, a punt led to 3 points for NIU, a punt that was muffed. And then this one, a punt blocked, the first against the year for NIU.
So the officials look at it
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown for Akron.
And now let's see what the Zips do. They've already tried 1 2-point conversion. They did not get it. And now they're just going to try the PAT. Zips cut it down to a 2-point lead with one more point on the foot of Garrison Smith to come. To our left. Kick is up. Kick is good. So it's special teams that gets Akron a little bit closer here at Husky Stadium.
Timeout on the field.
We will keep it here with 9:20 to go, second quarter. Huskies 17, Zip 16, and that's what we talked about last week, Mark. All three phases of the game helped NIU, right? Offense, defense, you get the 91-yard kickoff return for Cam Thompson. Here tonight, you've talked about it. Yeah, it seems like NIU's been in control, but it takes just one play like that, a special teams play, to get the Zips right back at it down by 1.
Yeah, that's right. If NIU had gone 3 and out, and Huskies looking for another explosive play offensively. It's tough to grind one out today, but that's 10 unanswered points just 5.5 minutes into this second quarter for Akron trying to get back in the game. And you have to give them a lot of credit, quite honestly. They come in 2-7. You get behind, a couple possessions down the road, and you're able to come back and kick a field goal and then get a block punt for a big play. And their sideline exploded with excitement after that special teams TD.
It was 17-6. But Akron has come back to get the last 10 points here in a rain-soaked Husky Stadium. The rain continues to fall. Is Terry Bana? Now I'm just getting. Well, I told you I was going to do this. You can't say Bonadonna and Benedetto.
Nick Benedetto.
Terry Bonadonna on the sideline is talking about it's cooled off just under 40 degrees, but you get that wind going too. It makes it for a chilly Wednesday night.
I'll tell you what, what's going to happen sometime in this ballgame, guys, is somebody's going to hit a long pass play because so tough to defend, and you have to take a shot or two. The short passing game is not going to be an easy one tonight. That's why, at some point, offensive coordinator is going to take a shot at a downfield one just to see if you can, quote unquote, catch lightning in a bottle. Because that 8-10-yard pass with this driving rain, not easy to complete bang, bang, bang down the field. And both teams obviously stacking against the run game right now.
At Northern Illinois University College of Business, we're all about a game-changing educational experience. You'll learn in an AACSB accredited, nationally ranked college. Your NIU experience culminates with personal and professional transformation, and you'll be ready to take on a world of career opportunities. Visit cob.niu.edu. Again, plenty of time in the second quarter. 9:20 to play before halftime. 17-16 NIU. They will get it back after this timeout. You got to really tip your hat to the fans out here at Husky Stadium.
They are loyal. Big time loyal. It would be much easier to stay at home and listen to the voice of Andy Garcia, turn the TV sound down and listen to the broadcast. But no, these people love their Huskies, loyal fan base. And they've been treated to an awful lot of points here early on. Joe Moorhead trying to wipe his brow to no avail. Thomas Hamilton was soaked 45 minutes before the game. Hey, how about Trayvon Rudolph? He's got a rushing touchdown. He's got a passing touchdown. I mean, not a receiving, but he threw a pass. Can you get a kickoff return touchdown, Andy Garcia?
Rudolph and Gavin Williams back deep to our left as the Zips will kick it off.
Akron had extra days to prep time. They hadn't played, for 10 days, 11th day, NIU just a week ago. So that does indeed make a difference, bumps and bruises, as well as preparation time.
Dante Jackson kicks it right to left. High end over end kick. Rudolph does have a chance. He'll catch it at the 1, up to the 10, 15, near side 20. Now tries to cut back. Nothing there. He doesn't get to the 20. and he's taken down at the 18-yard line. To our left, so NIU will have 1st and 10 and the lead 17-16 here with 9:14 to go, second quarter.
I just like the fact that Trayvon Rudolph tried to make a play. They allow him to try to make a play. Yes, they didn't get it up to the 25. Analytics say you get to the 25 automatically, but any given time, Trayvon Rudolph can go downtown with a kickoff return.
Ball set at the near right hash on 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Hampton under center. Johnson alone back. Hampton gives it to Telly Johnson Jr. Up the middle. Pushes the pile forward up to the 25. Gain of 7 to bring up 2nd and 3 for NIU. Just over 9 minutes to go first half. Huskies up by 1, 17-16.
And that was vintage Telly Johnson Jr. that we've seen the last couple weeks, running right over Evan Malcor, 6'6", 298, and Jay Libby, guard at 6'5", 311. He got hit and up 3 yards after contact and a pretty good 7-yard pickup without much of a seam.
Barnes and Demopoulos to the left of the line. Hampton in the pistol. Hand off to Johnson. He breaks one tackle, but he's going to be a loss on this run. Try to go up the middle. He's taken down at the 24-yard line.
Ruling on the field, ball carriers forward progress was stopped. Third down.
Bring up about 3rd and 5 for the Huskies. To our left at their own 24. 8:13 and counting here in the second quarter. Huskies up 17-16. See if NIU can convert on a 3rd down to be their first.
Yeah, they're 0 for 3, and we mentioned earlier when you mentioned they were 0 for 2. This is the number 1 team in the league in 3rd down conversions, but they've had difficulty tonight. Part of that being the passing game, so difficult to master.
Hampton back in the gun as the rain continues to fall. Low snap. Hampton picks it up, throws. Near side caught. Gavin Williams wide open. 40, 45, 50. Down the near sidelines. Finally pushed out of bounds by Akron. And they're going to say Williams was pushed out at the Zips 41-yard line. It's a gain of 35 on a screen to Gavin Williams on the near side.
Gavin Williams sending a D, catch a football. We've seen that for a couple of years. Huskies playing fast after the explosive play. Boy, did Hampton get rid of that ball in a hurry.
On 1st and 10. To our right. Ball set at the near right hash. Play action. Now Hampton's going to go right up the middle. Slides down at the 35. We got some extracurricular activities happening on the near side. But a nice gain for Hampton on first down. It's a gain of 6. Bring up 2nd and 4 for NIU. Again, at the Zips 35-yard line. To our right. 7:17 and counting here in the second quarter. Huskies up 17-16.
Added dimension with Ethan Hampton goes a little bit of fake handoff, almost like the old zone read, but no, it wasn't. It was a set play.
Ball set right between the hashes. Hampton in the pistol has Telly Johnson behind him on the 2nd down. Handoff Johnson. Got down right between the hashes on the run to the 33-yard line. Bring up 2nd and check that 3rd and 2 for NIU.
So what Luke Meadows, offensive line coach, has done, Schooley is now playing center. That moves Zernitz over 1 spot.
6:32 and counting here in the second quarter. Huskies up by 1. Going left to right on this 3rd and 2 from the Zips 33. Ball set between the hashes. Hampton in the pistol. Waits for the snap. Gets it. Handoff Johnson, and he stood up. Nothing there. Might have gained a half a yard, so now brings up 4th and 1.
Yeah, I think it's 4-down territory.
This is where I like to see a little play action, a little bootleg.
Yeah.
See if you can get rolled out. The Zips are really just buying out going up the middle.
Yeah, 49-yard field goal it would be.
Officials timeout for a defensive injury.
The injury's on the far side. It is Paul Lewis III, safety, senior from Baltimore, Maryland, transfer from Cornell. He's going to be able to walk off on his own 2 feet, which is good to see. So again, 4th and 1, they're going to call it, at the Zips 32.
I would think some way, shape, or form, Brock Lampley will be involved in this play. You play smash mouth with him and hand him off the ball? Maybe. or do you let him be a lead blocker at the point of attack? More than likely, I move Telly Johnson back in because he is a beast of a back, and he can move a pile after initial contact. Huskies have what? 1 yard to go? 2 feet?
5:45 and counting in the second quarter. Huskies up by 1 on 4th and short. Hampton comes under center. Play action. Rolls to his right, and it's caught by Barnes. First down and more. 20, 25, 10, 15, 10, 5. No one's going to catch him on the near sideline. Touchdown, Grayson Barnes. On a 4th down conversion, Hampton finds Barnes from 33 yards out, and the Huskies now have the lead 23-16.
Second touchdown for Barnes, and he was wide open. Play action. What a great call by Wesley Bashauner. But you know what? You have to execute it if you're NIU. Barnes wide open. Everyone sold out for the run. Did the Akron Zips, but the run didn't come. Huskies didn't want to move the 6. They wanted to move the scoreboard.
Cannon Whittle to our right. We'll try the PAT. Oh, bad snap. Went through the hands of Foley, and then Whittle just kind of just jumps on the ball. So that PAT is no good. Again, the rain causing havoc, being a big factor. There is a penalty marker down.
Illegal substitution. 12 men on defense.
Wow.
Philly is half the distance to goal. Replay the try.
I think they're going to
go for two now. From a yard and a half out. Why not?
Yep. From
That
the yard
makes
and a
a
half.
huge difference.
Ball set right between the hashes. So NIU's going to now go for 2 after the 12 men on the field penalty for Akron. 23-16 Huskies. 5:32 to go second quarter. And now the offense back to try the 2-point conversion. To our right.
So this would be a huge 2-pointer as the game goes along. They missed a 2-point conversion. Huskies have a chance to gain an extra point back.
I asked for the rollout. I got the rollout.
Yes, you did.
A nice throw to Grayson Barnes. Officially from 32 yards out.
I had a 33.
Yes,
I want to go with
give
mine.
it 1 more yard.
I want to go with mine.
I know you do. That's why you're my partner. So now on this 2-point conversion from the yard and a half line, Hampton will be in the gun, has Telly Johnson to his left. One receiver in motion to the near side. Now back to the far is Demopoulos. Hampton throws. Far side. No, through the hands of Demopoulos. He was wide open. It went through his hands as he puts his 2 hands on his helmet like, oh my, I missed that one. So that 2-point conversion, no good.
They put him in motion. Huskies went 13 personnel. What that means is 1 back, 3 tight ends. They let him go on the motion. He went out into the flat, into the end zone about 3 yards deep. And oh my goodness, Ethan Hampton hit him right on the hands. And it went right through Demopoulos' hands. A disappointing loss of 2 points for NIU after that nice drive.
5:32 left to go, second quarter. Huskies up 23. Zip 16, and a nice answer from that Husky offense, Mark.
Absolutely was. 23-16 is the answer. Huskies went from their own 18-yard line, so they go 82 yards, and they had the football 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays to go those 82 yards. Really well done. Huge call on that Barnes touchdown from 33 yards out on 4th and 1.
Norton and Golden. There was wait for the kickoff to our right. Awesome Bullock kicks it away left to right. It's a short, high, and overhand kick, and it's a fair catch at the 27-yard line made by the Zips. And Aiden Diaz with the fair catch. So now the Zips come back down by 7 with 5:32 to go left in the first half. So far, Ben Finley, 5 of 15.
Offside, kicking team number 28. The 5-yard penalty will be added to the dead ball spot. First down.
Through the rain, I didn't see the yellow flag. But 5 more yards for the Zips.
Total yards, NIU 228. Akron 124. As NIU is averaging 9.1 yards per play. Pretty doggone efficient.
So they're going to mark it now at the Zips 31-yard line to our right. Ball set just between, or just inside the near left hash.
Here's Opong, Ray Thomas into the defensive end bookends.
Finley in the gun has two receivers to the far side, one to the near. Simmons to his right. Finley play action, now rolls to his right, and he's taken down. Tripped up by Ray Thomas. The defensive end able to get the sack on Finley.
Ray Thomas came in quick like a cat. And Finley trying to elude him, but no. He grabbed him right by the back ankle and lost his balance and went to the turf. Ray Thomas, make your presence felt.
For every NIU sack made during the football season, Raising Cane's will donate $100 to a local food pantry. Good to see Ray Thomas back. You talked about him earlier. It's a loss on the play of 7. 2nd and 17 now for the Zips, back at their own 24. Ball set on the far right hash. Finley looking to throw. Does. Right side caught. Up to the 30. 35-40 on the far side. Newell still on his feet up to the 45. He was wide open on the far wing and just took it upfield. First down for the Zips after a gain of 22 as Finley found Newell.
Zips getting some chunk plays. Huskies blitzing probably more than normal, and they didn't have one. They didn't have two. They had 3 white shirts in front of that screen pass for another chunk play by the Akron Zips.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side for the Zips now at their own 44 to our right. 1st and 10. Handoff. No play action. And he throws to the far side, incomplete. Nice play action from Finley. Rolled out to his right. Tried to throw deep on the far side, incomplete. They tried to get it off to Adrian Norton, incomplete, bring up 2nd down.
Norton's their go-to guy. They want to go long ball to him. He had one-on-one coverage on the field side of this football stadium. One-on-one it was, and step-by-step with him was Javon Bird, the Huskies' best cover corner. Sometimes we don't talk about Javon Bird because they throw away from him. He's usually not around the play. People try to stay away from Javon Bird's coverage in the secondary.
4:06 to go, second quarter. Huskies up 23-16. Zips with the ball, 2nd and 10 at their own 44 to our right. Finley looking to throw. Does. Near side, that is incomplete. Too long. Trying to get it off to Israel Pope, the redshirt freshman from Richmond, California. Transfer from Pitt. So it's now 3rd and 10 for the Zips at their own 44 with the Huskies up by 7.
Well, I know it's still raining, but it seems like it's let up quite a bit. I might be wrong. Terry Bonadonna can tell us it's definitely still raining in DeKalb, but has it slowed down?
Let's see. On this 3rd and 10 at their own 44. Ball set at the far right hash for the Zips. See if the Huskies bring pressure. 3 receivers set to the near side.
They're showing blitz.
Finley gets the snap. Huskies don't blitz. Finley has time, throws. Right side, incomplete. Too high on the right hash mark. The intended receiver was Norton. So we'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Zips. With under 4 minutes to play first half, Huskies up 23-16.
Well, they call that change the picture. What that means is the quarterback sees 6 up front against him. He sees they're going to blitz, and then you change the picture. No, you drop both linebackers off. That was zone coverage on the back end for NIU. Rush just 4 and get the punt unit on the field for Akron.
Avery Book to our right at his own 29, waiting for the snap. Dane Partridge sitting back at his own 15 to our left. Again, a bobble. Book the way with a rugby kick it away. It takes a Zips bounce, goes out of bounds on the near side, and we'll see where the officials mark it out. They're going to mark it out at the 19-yard line. It's a punt of 37 yards, so NIU gets it back with 3:47 to play before the half. Huskies up 23-16. Be nice to get this drive, get some points, because the Huskies will have the first possession in the second half.
Absolutely huge if you could milk this one for 3.5, put some points on the board to finish things, and then get that football. That's why NIU deferred. It's like Telly Johnson to see the man once again.
1st and 10. It is Johnson. Alone back in the pistol. Hampton waits for the snap. 2 receivers tight to the left of the line. Now a bunch set to the left. Hampton. Hands off to Johnson. He goes to his right, now cuts it back just outside the right hash near side. Still on his feet. Fighting for yards up to the 22. It's going to be a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 for NIU. Up to their own 22 to our left.
So Schooley checks back in, but no offensive lineman check out. So Huskies going to go with 6 offensive linemen, using one of those as a tight end. So they got the heavy guys going at it here. You can see everything bunched up front.
Kevin Williams now, the running back in the pistol with Hampton on 2nd and 7. And off to Williams to the near wing. 20, 25. Push out of bounds at the 28. Be a yard short for NIU. Bring up 3rd and 1 for the Huskies. 3:05 to go. Second quarter. Clock is stopped. Huskies up 23-16. 3rd and short for NIU.
Really good block by Zernitz on the outside. As everything was bunched up on the interior, Huskies went with 13 personnel.
Officials talking things up. Do you see a flag?
I did not. I guess we're talking about the mark.
Side judge is over here to the near side talking to Coach Hammock. Our official referee Andrew Special.
Illegal substitution. 12 men on defense. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot. Still 2nd down.
That's their 3rd time that Akron's had illegal substitution / too many men on the field. So defensive breakdowns there from a communication standpoint. And I got to tell you, Thomas Hammock was a part of that conversation to point that out.
So it's 2nd and 3. Make it 2nd and 2 for NIU. Handoff to the right. It's Telly Johnson Jr. Still on his feet. 40, 45, 50. Breaks some tackles. 45, 40, 35. Pushed out of bounds. What a run for Telly Johnson Jr. They're going to mark him out at the Zips 35-yard line near side. He had to break a couple tackles on a 37-yard run for the freshman.
He is so strong and so elusive with the football. He's a home run waiting to happen each and every touch. A highlight film is Telly Johnson Jr. And the Huskies right now with a little bit of momentum, 2:25 and counting in the half.
Huskies up 23-16. Ball set at the Husky there. Check that. The Zips 35 to our right. Huskies going left to right. Hampton in the gun. 2 receivers set. Throws. Far side screen. Rudolph caught. 35, 30. And he's taken down right at the 30-yard line, just outside the far numbers. And the clock is going to run down to the 2-minute timeout.
Illegal substitution. 12 men on defense.
No way.
That's 4 times.
For the previous spot. Remains 1st down.
That is unbelievable. I don't even see the flag, by the way.
No, that's just communication breakdown. And I tell you what, Joe Moorhead's an offensive guru. He's got to be going wacko in his head what's going on the defensive side.
Timeout on the field.
4 penalties for too many men on the field for the Zips. So it will be 1st down and 5 for NIU at the Zips 30 when we come back from the 2-minute timeout. Huskies trying to add to the lead late here in this first half in a rainy Husky Stadium. Huskies 23, Zips 16. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
Listen, the football landscape has changed a lot. NIL deals, social media, the transfer portal. There's never been more distractions for an athlete. But Powerade knows what's most important, the commitment to the game. With 50% more electrolytes than Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Powerade hydrates athletes as they block out the noise and put in the work. Hydrate your grind with Powerade. Grab a pack today at a store near you. See product label for additional details. It takes more.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
Telly Johnson Jr., the freshman, with 74 yards on the ground with 12 attempts. 2-minute timeout here. End of the second quarter. Huskies lead 23-16. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo. Hey, the FMBO Husky halftime show is coming up. You're going to talk to the Huskies women's basketball head coach, Lisa Carlson. Looking forward to it.
Well, I know you do coffee with Carlson.
Yes, I do.
I think we'll have a Mountain Dew with Carlson here tonight at halftime.
Let's go down the sidelines and Terry Bonadonna. I know, Terry, you were trying to point out some things on this drive.
One thing for sure is that the rain has slowed down considerably. It is still coming down, but I don't think it's much of a factor at this point in the game. So the weather has been a major issue during today's game. I don't know that it is so much right now. It's been hard to get a feel for this NIU team on the sidelines, though. Everybody's been kind of huddled for warmth. The one guy I will point out, Skylar Gill-Howard, has been dancing almost nonstop the entire time NIU was at the ball.
Skylar Gill-Howard, he was great. He was one of our guests on the Inside Husky Football with Thomas Amick radio show this past Friday at Fatty's Pub and Grill. We'll be there this Friday as well. But Skylar Gill-Howard, he is a character.
He's a winner, too. He's made himself a football player. Former walk-on turning into an all-conference kind of player.
So it's 1st and 5 for the Huskies at the Zips 30-yard line. You get another flag. One of the Zips went over the line of scrimmage. No, they're going to say this is on NIU. No. Yeah. Let's see who they're talking things over, Mark.
False start.
Yeah, it's on NIU.
Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty, first down.
So what happens, Huskies get the 5-yard penalty on illegal substitution, too many men on the field by Akron, and then NIU jumps on its own side. Gavin Williams, when they're up 1st and 5, but now 1st and 10. So they bring Telly Johnson Jr. and his 74 yards back in this football game. That would lead you to believe this is going to be a first down run. Maybe they can get him to the outside.
Rudolph and McElroy, the receivers to the far side. Hampton, handoff. Johnson goes to his right. Inside the 35, down to the 31 of the Zips to the near wing. Under 2 minutes to play, 1:49 and counting. Huskies up 23-16. They'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Huskies. Ball set at the near right hash. Huskies going left to right to finish off this first half.
If the Huskies don't get a first down, it's like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. You might see Joe Moorhead use a timeout, try to get his offense some time to get the ball back.
On 2nd and 6, Hampton in the pistol has Williams behind him. Handoff Williams, cuts inside. Now tries to get it back to the right. Nothing there. Taken down at the 30-yard line. And the clock continues to run, 1:14, 1:13.
So it's interesting. Joe Moorhead literally saying, you guys can have last ball. That's what he's saying by his lack of a timeout here.
Don't forget, NIU has first possession coming out of the second half. Final minute. It's good 3rd and 5 for NIU at the Zips 30 to our right. Ball set at the near right hash.
Huskies using the play clock. So they're making sure that Akron does not get the football back.
Zips have 2 timeouts. Huskies with all 3. I guess NIU's just going to let it run down and take a timeout.
Yeah, with 1 second to go.
It's a lot of time went off. Timeout. 35 seconds now to play here, first half.
Timeout, Northern Illinois. Their first charge timeout of the half will be a 30-second timeout.
All of these 2-minute drills worked on and charted and analyzed throughout the week. Game plans are done throughout the week, not just on the sideline that we see on any particular game afternoon or night. Many decisions we see in a game are made 2 nights before when they put the game plan together and they decide how they're going to approach 4th down situations, midfield situations, clock situations, all of the above.
We've had 3 touchdowns so far for NIU, Mark Lindo, and those touchdowns brought to you by Brian Bemis Toyota of DeKalb. They donate $200 to the DeKalb Education Fund, benefiting students in District 428 with every touchdown. When the Huskies score, so do local students. Go Huskies, and thank you, Brian Bemis Toyota of DeKalb. See if Huskies can get one more here in this first half on 3rd and 5 from the Zips 30 to our right. Hampton, play action. Looking to throw. Has time, rolls to his left, pointing out. Now he's going to throw back to the near side, and it's go out of bounds. He was thrown away. The nearest receiver was Grayson Barnes. 26 seconds left here in the second quarter. So the ball is at the 30 of the Zips. It's 4th and 5 for NIU.
Field goal unit on, which is no doubt about the idea behind putting points on the board.
It will be a 47-yard attempt.
With the wind being a factor, rain being a factor. Hadfield the snap. Foley the hold. Canna Woodle trying to kick it in from 3.
Woodle's longest this year is 50 at NC State. From the near right hash, and you get the timeout from Akron.
Timeout, Akron. Their second charge timeout of the half. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
To me, this is big 3 points. You can make it a 2-possession game. Right now, it's 23-16 NIU. 26 seconds to go second quarter. See if Whittle can knock down a long field goal.
Well, if you get the long field goal, that's backed up by the Barnes touchdown. You've scored your last 2 possessions of the half, going into halftime locker room, knowing you have the ball back. So this would be a lift on the scoreboard as well as just a momentum lift going into halftime.
Don't forget Terry Bonadonna will have Coach Hammock before he goes into the locker room at the half. Going to have some stats, some highlights, and also, again, Mark Linder will talk to the Huskies head women's basketball coach, Lisa Carlson. They're 3 games in.
Should be a good conversation. Love to talk Husky women's hoops.
As the rain continues to fall, I think it's gotten harder this last couple minutes. As Terry Bonadonna tells me, it's still a little light. Now, what do we got?
Timeout, Northern Illinois. Their second charge timeout at half. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Terry says the rain is still light and the wind has also calmed down, which we can see.
That's good news here, Ken and Woodle.
We got timeouts galore here. 26 seconds left, second quarter. 23-16 NIU as Huskies will look to try to attempt a 47-yard.
This game started at 6:02 Central Time.
Got the game scoring going with Ken Whittle, a field goal from 32 yards out. Akron came back and got a touchdown, 40 yards out from Finley to Norton, 6-3. Sharon Rudolph ran it out from 58 yards.
Husky offense back on the field.
No field goal. So it's 4th and 5 now after a couple timeouts. At the Zips 30. To our right. Williams to the right, the gun of Hampton on this 4th down. See if the Huskies can convert. I think they're just trying to snap. No, they're going to. Hammock was looking to get a timeout, didn't get it. Hampton throws near side, incomplete. Through the hands of Trayvon Rudolph at the 25-yard line. Would have been enough for the first down, but it's incomplete. So now the Zips will take over on downs.
I'd be real surprised if they just don't go to victory formation. The reason I would say that, with these conditions, just 1 timeout left. They did not try to save any time during that last drive by NIU. Dave Valcarcel's going to go about 20 yards back right now in a safety position.
Trayvon Rudolph has had a good first half, a 58-yard run off the Wildcat to the right. Gets in the end zone. He also threw a touchdown to Dane Partridge from 39 yards out. The Zips look like they're just going to down it. They will. Finley takes a knee, and that's how the first half will end. We've had a lot of scoring through the first 30 minutes. Offense, defense, and also special teams have stepped up as the Zips have scored a touchdown off a block punt. But it's NIU 30 minutes away from becoming bowl eligible as they have the 23-16 lead here at the half versus
That's
the Zips.
the end of the first half.
Terry Bonadonna getting ready to get in front of head coach Thomas Hammock. We'll get his thoughts before the FMBO Husky halftime show begins. And Terry Bonadonna's got Thomas Hammock.
Coach, 39 combined points in this first half, so a lot of offense. What have you liked about what your guys have done moving the ball?
Well, I thought we've been efficient in the run game and the pass game, and we got to continue to do so in the second half.
How much is this weather impacting things right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's a factor, but we got to play through it. Both teams are playing through the same element.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Terry, thank you very much. We reach halftime here at Husky Stadium. The halftime score, NIU 23, the Zips 16. Stay with us for the FMBO Husky halftime show. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it Get yours today at fnbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Costantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at CostantinoLaw.net.
Northwestern medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check that your guests like spicy first before serving atomic hot wings.
Who's hungry?
Oh my gosh. What are these?
You don't like them? Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Water.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Welcome to the FNBO Halftime Show on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. Stay with us as the NIU football broadcast team brings you the first half stats, highlights, and more right here on 94.9 WDKB.
Welcome inside the FNBO Husky Halftime Show. FNBO is proud to be an official bank of NIU Athletics, member FDIC. At the half here, as the rain continues to fall here, Husky Stadium. Huskies lead 23-16. Andy Garcia back with you at halftime. Let's get through the scoring. It started in the first quarter. 12:31 to go after a botched punt from the Zips. Huskies take over, and it's a 32-yard field goal for Camden Whittle. It gives the Huskies a 3-0 lead. But the Zips have come back with 9:46 to go in the first quarter. It was Norton, a 40-yard touchdown pass from Finley on the near side. Wide open. Norton takes it to the house. The 2-point conversion, no good, so it's 6-3 Zips. But then NIU comes back, and it's with 8:20 left to go in the first quarter. It's Trayvon Rudolph out of the Wildcat on 1st and 10. And it's a Wildcat to Trayvon Rudolph. Open, 50, 45, 40. No one's going to catch him to the far side. 10, 5, touchdown, Trayvon Rudolph. 58-yard scamper for Rudolph. And the Huskies take the lead back, 9-6. Great run from Trayvon Rudolph. Great blocking from that offensive line to the far side. And Rudolph took it in the end zone. And that would give NIU the lead 10-6 after the PAT. And then with 3:50 left in the first quarter, Rudolph ran for a touchdown. Now we found another way to get the Huskies in the end zone. At the Zips 39, going right to left. Again, Hampton under center. Jet sweep to Rudolph. Rudolph's looking to throw. He's going to throw. Wide open. It's caught. Touchdown NIU. Trayvon Rudolph finds Dean Partridge. Tricky Thomas Hammock. And the Huskies score. PAT from Ken Will will make it 17-6. Great to see Trayvon Rudolph. Just get him the ball. He'll score on the ground and also throw it. As Coach Mark Lindo talked about, he was a quarterback in high school. He can do it all. So the Huskies were up 17-6. But then Akron comes back. They get the 27-yard field goal to make it 17-9 with 10:56 to go in the second quarter. And then they get the blocked punt. The Zips do, and they score. And the PAT after that made it 17-6. And that was with 9:20 to go. So NIU was up by 1. Huskies come back. They get it down to the Zips 32-yard line. It was 4th down for the Huskies. They make it count. Play action. Rolls to his right, and it's caught by Barnes. 1st down and more. 20, 25, 10, 15, 10, 5. No one's going to catch him on the near sideline. Touchdown, Grayson Barnes on a 4th down conversion. Hampton finds Barnes from 33 yards out, and the Huskies now have the lead 23-16. The PAT no good after the 2-point conversion, so the Huskies lead here at the half. 23-16. Come back. The FNBO Husky Halftime Show. Mark Lindo will talk to the Huskies head women's basketball coach, Lisa Carlson. This is the FNBO Husky Halftime Show here in Husky Stadium at the half. Huskies 23, Zip 16. You're listening to NIU football on the Costantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Northwestern medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Country Financial makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, auto, or more, their representatives will take the time to understand your specific needs and explain what options work best for you. Worry less and feel more confident knowing you're covered. Visit countryfinancial.com to get started today. Experience more with Country Financial. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Dear football fans, Toyota's roster of all-star vehicles are ready for kickoff. Drive the field in style with a Camry or Corolla. Upgrade your ground game with the versatile RAV4. Or there's Grand Highlander and Tundra, our full-size Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
Husky fans, get ready because Victory Threads is your new source for all the latest official Husky gear, from t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, polos, and much more, including items with the Fighting Husky or the Husky script logos. The new Victory Threads is open in the NIU Recreation Center, in the NIU Convocation Center during home events, and at NIU football home games. Support the Huskies in style all season long with great looks from Victory Threads, and remember, go Huskies!
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Mark Window back at halftime. A rainy, wet Husky Stadium in DeKalb. Huskies trying to become bowl eligible, leading the Zips of Akron by a score of 23-16 here at the half. We're joined by our special guest, head women's basketball coach, Lisa Carlson. Lisa, first, I want to tell you, you're the smartest person around here because you coach an indoor sport.
No, this is definitely one of those days where you have to think that was a really good decision a long time ago.
You know, you coach softball at one point, didn't you?
I did,
so
and this is the reason why I don't.
I'm going to say, so you
especially in the Midwest.
You stood out in those elements, no doubt about that. Now, your team, I thought, was brilliant in your opening season win, the Sun Belt Challenge, and then the tough loss at Iowa, and then a really, really good basketball game against the undefeated St. Thomas team. What bright spots have you seen in your team thus far in the early going?
Well, I think all three of the challenges that we've had in those games have presented different styles of play, different things that either exploit things we have to work on or things that we've gotten to be pretty good at. And I think that's what you want in your non-conference is a lot of different things thrown at you so you can figure it out along the way and trying to refine some of those areas really on both sides of the ball.
So from a growth standpoint, what have you seen already? I mean, you've been pleased with as far as the team is concerned, how much you're growing from game 1 to game 2 to game 3?
Well, I think the biggest thing when I think about it, especially after getting back to practice for the last few days after our last game, is we understand how we have to do a better job of valuing possession of the basketball, right? We didn't do a very good job of that, especially in the first two games. And the game against St. Thomas, we only turned it over 15 times, which normally that's not too bad. But St. Thomas only turned over 5. So that turnover differential is something that, we've talked a lot about and controlling the things that we can control to make sure that we get a shot every time down.
I know that you play Chicago State next and you had the 10 days off in between. You gave your team a little bit of time to recoup, but how much time do you spend on the Huskies versus, preparation for Chicago State?
Yeah, I think this time of year, it's really important to not get too caught up in all of your game prep stuff because one, you don't know a ton about the other teams, right? They've only played a couple games just like you have. And you're such an unfinished product really at this point. So continuing to hammer home the things that you think you're going to kind of hang your hat on both ends of the floor, I think it, again, is really important this time of year. And you're still trying to figure out, a roster of newcomers and veterans and player availability and all those things. There's just so many things that you have to worry about within your program on your roster. And so it's been great to get back to practice and kind of get back to work in some of those areas.
Visiting Lisa Carlson here at the half. It's NIU 23, Akron 16 here at Husky Stadium in DeKalb. Coach, you're shooting 44% from three. You're scoring 66 points a game. Are those some numbers analytically? If they stay like that, you'll win your fair share of games, won't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think, and we've done it different ways, right? We knew when we played Louisiana starting off the season, we were going to see one of the best defensive teams maybe that we've seen all year. And so, we handled that. If you take away the turnovers in that game, we handled it offensively as far as knocking down the shots we did get at a pretty high percentage. And then you turn around, 2 days later and a completely different team when you play Iowa, who really wants to get up and down, more of a high-powered offense, open floor type of game. The ball extremely well there as well. So I think offensively, it's really possession of the basketball, not necessarily that we're not shooting it very well when we do get the shots that we want.
You've had a couple people missing. You have to put some combination together. What about some of your injuries, and how have you played through those?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just all part of the game, right? You have kids that get banged up, and so they're available for practices here and there, or they're available on game day, or they're not. And so, most teams have to deal with that. We'll be no different. I think most of our injuries are not, they're not season ending necessarily. So, you continue to have them go through their rehab. They're kind of day to day, and you hope with this kind of break, you can get more bodies in uniform next time out.
Got about 1 minute left, and I'd like to touch on two different things. Lisa Doyle, Reagan Barkman, Lexi Carlson have all been newcomers. You have other newcomers as well, but they've made significant contributions. Did you know you'd see that much from those three so early, and they all look comfortable?
Yeah, I think Alicia and Reagan have been really as advertised when we recruited them out of the transfer portal. Reagan has been able to shoot it really well from behind the arc. We knew she could do that. Alicia is more of a three-level scorer, very dynamic player who can create her own shot. And then, to be honest, Lex has been as good or better than I thought she would be. She's really fit in well. I don't think the lights have been too bright for her, and she's really been a spark off the bench for us. Great communicator, and I've been happy with the minutes she's been able to provide as well.
And I know I'd be remiss, got about a half a minute, but it's legal to ask you about your two newcomers. You start signing now. Tell Husky Nation what they have to look forward to.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to sign two young ladies today. Syra Conwell out of Butler, out of Chicago. So I think she's going to be somebody who comes in and really can impact the game in a lot of different ways, especially on the defensive end. And then Emily Sorensen out of Milwaukee, Iowa, another all-Iowa attack kids. We love our attack kids. Yep. They've done great things for us. And Emily is no different, somebody who can stretch the floor, shoot the three. She's a tough, bigger guard, so in a lot of ways can do a great job of kind of bullying herself to the rim and presenting that toughness in the backcourt. So really excited about both of those players. I think they have an opportunity to be really good.
Excited to see your team, and you stay dry the second half. Get the Huskies a victory.
All right.
That's Husky head coach Lisa Carlson here at halftime. It's NIU 23, Akron 16 here at the half. Second half action right around the corner. You're listening to NIU football on the Costantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Right now at Old National, we have a $450 checking bonus.
Sign me up. But why is that hockey player standing there?
I'm here for the checking.
Well, for a bonus that big, bring on the checking.
Sir, no need to brace yourself against the wall.
It's bank checking.
I knew that.
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open a checking account and complete qualifying activities within 90 days of account opening. Another reason to get old. Old National, where relationships and results matter. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through January 31st, 2025. Visit oldnational.com/checking.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm the valet at the game, and I'm as tight on cash as this lot is on space. So I'm going to park your way too big truck in this way too small spot. And if you don't have the right auto insurance, this might leave you crunched for cash. So get Allstate, save money, and get protected from mayhem like me. Who's next?
Savings vary based on coverage selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
Back here in Husky Stadium as the rain continues to fall. This is the FMVO Husky halftime show. Huskies lead 23-16. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Mandel here in the booth. Mark, some of the numbers in that first 30 minutes.
And we'll just highlight some things. First individual, Ethan Hampton, 5 out of 12, a couple drops for him, and a touchdown for NIU. Ben Finley, 6 out of 17, their quarterback for 89 yards, and a touchdown rushing department. Kelly Johnson Jr., 13 carries, 78 yards. Trayvon Rudo, 1 carry, 58-yard touchdown. That leads us to the team numbers. 33 plays, 136 yards of total offense for the Akron Zips. 31 plays, 274 yards of total offense for NIU. NIU, 150 yards rushing. Andy, I told you they needed 220. Yep. They're well on their way.
This has been the FMBO Husky halftime show. FMBO is proud to be an official bank of NIU Athletics. Member FDIC. Second half coming up from Husky Stadium. At the half, NIU 23, Akron 16. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You've been listening to the FMBO halftime show on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. Don't go anywhere. The second half is coming up next.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
Country Financial makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, auto, or more, their representatives will take the time to understand your specific needs and explain what options work best for you. Worry less and feel more confident knowing you're covered. Visit countryfinancial.com to get started today. Experience more with Country Financial. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois. Listen, the football landscape has changed a lot. NIL deals, social media, the transfer portal. There's never been more distractions for an athlete. But Powerade knows what's most important, the commitment to the game. With 50% more electrolytes than Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Powerade hydrates athletes as they block out the noise and put in the work. Hydrate your grind with Powerade. Grab a pack today at a store near you. See product label for additional details. It takes more.
The Husky Athletic Fund is proud to support Husky football and NIU's 400 student athletes across all 17 sport programs. Husky Athletic Fund donors make a positive impact on the success of NIU student athletes in competition, in the classroom, and in the community. Join the Husky Athletic Fund today. Call 815-753-1923 or go online to huskyathleticfund.com. Go Huskies!
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Van Wagner under the broadcasting rights granted by Northern Illinois University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of Van Wagner and NIU Athletics. Announcements are provided by Van Wagner and approved by the university. NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Just about to start the third quarter here as the rain continues to fall here at Husky Stadium. NIU 23, Zip 16. The Huskies will get the ball this first possession of the second half. Before we get to this second half, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
WDKB DeKalb. A Midwest family station.
The Zips just about to kick it off right to left. Mark, let's see if NIU can get some points. Just for me, this first drive, the second half, just seems important as NIU leads by 7.
Well, they had the chance to put points on the board late in the first half, last possession. I thought that would have been a big momentum swing as well as points on the board. Did not get the job done, but have another opportunity to get the ball back right here.
Zips kick it away. High end over end kick. It's going to go behind. Trayvon Rudolph goes out of bounds, the back of the end zone. So Huskies will start this drive, of course, not their own. 25 to our left. As we mentioned, that first half stats, Ethan Hampton, 5 of 12 passing, 85 yards with a touchdown pass.
Offside, kicking team number 15. 5-yard penalty, we had the end of the kick. First down.
The penalties for Akron have been astounding. And it's not just the number, it's what's been the penalties.
Yeah, they've been undisciplined dead ball penalties. You know, no clock running, and you give the opponent 5 yards.
Telly Johnson so far, 78 yards rushing on 13 carries. It's 1st and 10 at their own 30 to our left. Hampton in the gun. Handoff Johnson. Breaks through 30, 35, past the 40. He's tripped up right at the 40-yard line. Should be enough for a first down. It is. Gain of 10 for Telly Johnson Jr. on the first run of the second half.
Coming off that performance last week where he's MAC Offensive Player of the Year, 141 yards and 2 touchdowns as Huskies had 411 yards of offense. They're well on their way to well over 400 yards today. A big chunk play on first down. Run it downhill. Telly Johnson.
He really tripped himself, Mark, on that one, too. It's 1st and 10 now for the Huskies at the own 40 to our left. One receiver. Handoff Johnson again. Goes right between the hash marks. They're going to give him the 41-yard line. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9 now for NIU. This is the first drive of the second half here at Husky Stadium as the rain continues to fall. It's been raining pretty much throughout the game. Huskies lead 23-16.
Akron continues to stack the line of scrimmage. That time they had 6 up in the box. And somebody'd say, well, why are you running the football? Because NIU is running the football effectively. They have over 160 yards on the ground.
Bunch set. Huskies at their own 41. Fake. Handoff Johnson to the right. Again, maybe another yard up to the 42. Little misdirection. They faked the reverse, gave it to Telly Johnson to the right, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for NIU.
Gavin Williams in as the third down back. Now he is the best blocker to give Ethan Hampton some more time, but we know he is a legit receiver on little wheel routes out of the backfield into the flat. We saw him bust one for about 33 yards in the first half on a little short pass on the outside.
I'm going to say Huskies at the 43, so 3rd and 7 for NIU. Barnes in motion to the near side. Williams the back to the right of Hampton in the gun. Hampton has time. Looking to throw screen. Near side caught 40 of Gavin Williams, but not much after the 40-yard line. He's pushed out of bounds. Maybe back at the line of scrimmage at the 43. Clock continues to go. Under 13 minutes to go, third quarter. Huskies have to punt.
Well, that was McCoy, the guy that we highlighted at the beginning out of Joliet West that made that stop. He came in with 85 total tackles. He had 95 last year. He had a game with 14 tackles. My reason I bring all that up is he has a nose for the football. One-on-one right there on the outside against Gavin Williams. He had that scouted out.
Foley at his own 29. He's already had one punt blocked. Low snap. No pressure. He gets it away. High spiral kick. It's going to take an NIU bounce on the near side to our right. The officials are marking it out at the 20-yard line. The Zips has a 41-yard punt for Tom Foley. Now the Zips have their first drive of the second half. 12:20 to go, third quarter. Huskies up 23-16.
Well, we saw the very first drive of the football game that NIU had deferred. They held Akron off the board, so they won that battle. Now Akron basically changes serve right here, holds serve, and keeps NIU from putting any points on the board on their first possession.
Zips will spread it out like they do. 3 receivers set to the far side. Finley looking to throw. Has time. Throws it deep. Far sideline, incomplete. Out of the stretch of the hands on the far wing from Bobby Golden.
And that's what
coverage too from NIU.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned in the first half. They're going to take some shots, and NIU will as well, because again, I'm repeating myself, but you're not going to get the 8-yarder, the 8-yarder, the 12-yarder. You're not going to get that in these conditions, but you might hit the one. You might hit the grand slam on a long pass here to have an explosive play.
So it's 2nd and 10 for the Zips at their own 20. Going right to left. Ball set at the near right hash. Handoff Simmons. Outside the near left hash. Gain of 1. Up to the 21. Just inside the near numbers. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Zips. Under 12 minutes to go, third quarter. Huskies up by 7.
Huskies trying to get a 3 and out here. 3 out of 8 right now is Akron on third down conversions against the second best third down defense in the entire country, NIU, second only to the Tennessee Volunteers.
Zips at their own 22. Ball set at the near left hash. Again, 3 receivers. Finley in the gun has Simmons to his right. Snap. Finley has time. Throws. Middle of the field. Now to the near side. Incomplete, but the flag comes out. They were trying to get it to Norton on the near side. And it's going to be pass interference on NIU.
Well, that was that not a catchable ball, but maybe they felt that's why it wasn't catchable.
This might be a hole. Well, this pass interference is all the signal.
Pass interference, defense, number 3. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic, first down.
And I know they had to go for it. It's 3rd and long. But again, if you just throw it deep, sometimes you're going to get some flags, as we saw Finley held Norton on the near side on the
Good
pass.
call, and that's why it wasn't catchable. I mentioned that just a few seconds ago. That's why it wasn't catchable, because Finley did indeed have his arms draped around him.
So now the Zips have it at their own 37, right to left. Ball set at the near left hash. Finley on 1st and 10. Finley throws, and it's deflected. Incomplete. Nice play from one of the Husky defensive ends as Finley's ball was tipped. They'll bring up 2nd and 10. I believe it's Cade Haberman.
It was for sure. Saw him get that big left paw up, playing in the 3 technique right between guard and center. Got some good push against Finley. And Finley stepped up in the pocket. As he stepped up, Haberman got that big Husky paw up there and knocked that one in the air.
11:19 to go, third quarter. Huskies up 23-16. Zips ball at their own 42, going right to left. Finley gets a snap. Play action. Looking to throw. Pressure comes. He rolls to his right. Now throws it deep down the far sideline. Incomplete. He was looking to get it to Marion Granger. Granger was looking for a flag. Nothing there. They'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Zips.
And if you're just joining us, speaking of Marion Knighton for NIU. Not playing tonight. Husky training staff goes out to take a look. Cade Haberman, Heath Duncan, the first one there. Ben Kastner, Maria Reyes, they're all out there.
On the field.
Take a full timeout. They'll take a look at Cade Haberman. He's sitting right between the hash marks, the 30-yard line to our right. Timeout. 11:11 to go, third quarter here from Husky Stadium. NIU 23, Akron 16. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
Being game day ready means bringing the die-hard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go. With the NIU Visa Debit Card, free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
Northwestern medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
Husky fans, come out to Fatty's on Thanksgiving Eve for Fatty's annual Tip a Firefighter. The Cal firefighters will be guest serving from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Fatty's on Wednesday, November 27th. All tips will benefit MDA Fill the Boot campaign. Live music all night from Back Country Roads and the Ryan Craig Band. For more information, go to fattyspub.com. We have 11:11 to go. We're in the third quarter from a rainy Husky Stadium. Huskies lead 23-16. It is Akron ball at their own 37, going right to left. They have 3rd and 10, but the Huskies up by 7.
3rd and 10 it was 3 plays ago on an incomplete pass on 3rd and 10. Finley with a pass interference, the PI, if you will, kept the drive alive. We're in the same scenario right now. Huskies with 2 safeties in the game, being Val Carsell and Banner. This is usually a time when Banner they like to send him. He's at the boundary right now. Or will they play back by the sticks and give it underneath pass? No, they'll get the football back.
Cade Haberman went off on his own. Didn't need any help. Seemed like Haberman be okay. Terry Bonadonna says he looks good. He's ready to go back in. Hopefully he just misses one play. 3rd and 10 for the Zips, again, at their own 37. Ball set at the near left hash. 3 receivers set. Finley gets the snap. Has time. Throws. In the middle. Caught. No. Incomplete. It went through the hands at the right hash mark of Granger. He had it in his hands, just dropped it. Incomplete. 4th down.
That was an absolute seed by Finley. Probably his best pass of the entire night. He threw a spinner right at his receiver.
Oh.
And that ball flat out should have been caught for a first down.
Both teams have had problems with the wet ball.
Yeah, Granger, he just did not catch that ball. Right in his hands, right in his breadbasket, as they say.
4th punt for Avery Book. Right to left. End over. And Partridge at his own 25 catches it. Gains a couple yards before he's taken down at the 28-yard line. So NIU will be going left to right. It was a 38-yard punt for Avery Book. NIU maintains a 7-point lead, 23-16, with 10:56 to go here in the third.
Well, you just really feel like if NIU scores next, they'll be able to put this football game away. Yes, there's a lot of time left, 25 and a half minutes, 26 minutes, but if they can make this a 2-score game with these conditions that their running attack, you feel like they would have a really good opportunity to put this one away.
Ball set at the far left hash. Hand off Telly Johnson Jr. Went left and then cut back just inside the far numbers. And he slipped down. He got back to the line of scrimmage of the 28. Terry Bonadonna talked about it. This is a new field that went in this year. This is our first wet game with a wet field, and we have seen some slippage so far. 2nd and 10. They gave him a 1 yard. 2nd and 9. Again, at the 28 of NIU. Bunch formation on the far left hash. Hampton has Johnson behind him. Hampton under center. Rudolph in motion, now back to the far side. Fakes to him. Hampton rolls to his right, throws, and it is caught for a minimal gain by Brock Lampy. Close to the 30-yard line. Short pass for Brock Lampy. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for NIU. Under 10 minutes to go, third quarter. Huskies up 23-16.
Well, this is a defense by Akron that gives up 36 points a game. And boom, right there on the catch on Lampy. There was not one but 2 white shirts, white hats going to the party. 421 yards a game they give. Huskies right now with 289. So their Huskies are moving the football, but haven't been able to get that big, long play, albeit the Trayvon Rudolph run.
4 receivers set for NIU on 3rd and 8. Handoff. Gavin Williams to the right. Gets past the 35, trying to push the pile forward, close to the first down marker. He's going to be a couple yards short. Might be 1 yard short. Williams got up to the 37-yard line. 9:09 and counting in the third. And NIU will punt, I believe. No.
They're bringing a heavier package in.
Huskies at their own 37-yard line. It's 4th and 1.
Big play in this football game.
Huskies come out quickly. Hampton in the pistol. Hampton claps his hands a couple times now. Ozo and Lampy change the formation. Hampton under center now, and I think Huskies is just trying to get them off sides. The flag comes out.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Well, they took one shot at trying to draw them offside, went with a couple different looks. They gave up 5 yards, but it was probably worth the gamble, to be honest with you, trying to get that jump for the Zips offside. The Zips doing a good job. Watch the ball, watch the ball, watch the ball. Don't listen to the quarterback cadence, but watch the football.
Foley back at his own 18, to our left. Looking to kick it off and kick it away to Paul Davis. And he bubbles it. Foley gets it away, though. He bobbled the snap, able to get it off, and it takes a Husky bounce. NIU will down it at the Zips 41-yard line.
Timeout on the field.
It's a punt of 27 yards from Tom Foley, able to get it off. The Zips will have good field position with the Huskies having the lead. 8:18 to go, third quarter here at Husky Stadium. Huskies 23, Zips 16. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Dear football fans, Toyota's roster of all-star vehicles are ready for kickoff. Drive the field in style with a Camry or Corolla. Upgrade your ground game with the versatile RAV4. Or there's Grand Highlander and Tundra, our full-size Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the propane tank on your grill first before hosting a tailgate.
Let's fire up. Here, let me try. Seriously? You didn't check the propane? Who wants this?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Salt and vinegar?
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Jersey Mike's uses only the highest quality of meat, sliced right in front of you, piled high with the freshest toppings. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. Andy Garcia, alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on a very wet sidelines. Anthony Angulo back in our network studios. 8:18 to go in the third. Huskies up 23-16. The rain continues to fall. Still coming down sideways at points, Mark. NIU's had opportunities to get this into a larger lead than what it is right now, 23-16, but you're just keeping teams around. These teams gain confidence. You saw against Buffalo. You saw it against Ball State.
End of the first half, NIU with a chance for separation. First drive, second half, NIU with a chance separation. Got the ball back here, chance separation. And I'm tipping my cap right now to the Akron Zips because they come in 2-7 and they are playing extremely hard on defense. They're keying the run game. NIU's been able to run the football. Yes, they have, but they have not been able to sustain. They've not been 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4 very often. It's been 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8 quite a bit here tonight. But you stay with the game plan. That's where NIU is the better football team, running the football and stopping the run. Stay with it over 60 minutes. Good game plan by Thomas Hammock.
The weather has been a factor. We've seen some drop passes. We've seen some botched snaps. On 1st and 10 for the Zips at their own 41. Play action. Finley looking to throw. Middle of the field, incomplete. Tried to get it in the Jarvis rush between the hashes. Incomplete. No flag. 2nd down and 10.
Really good play. Break on the football by Nate Belcarso, who continues to impress. Nate Belcarso will play football somewhere after he graduates. I don't know what level, but he is a next level player.
They just threw a flag.
Late. Well after the play.
There's a flag on the play.
Waiting for the referee, Andrew Special.
Pass interference.
Goodness.
Defense. Ball be placed in the spot of the foul. First down.
What they do? Talk about it for a minute?
Oh, my goodness. I just got done seeing the face of Belcarso.
I think it's down here. I got it.
They did not give a number. Belcarso was the only one on the play, and he came from over the top.
To be honest, I saw it. He hooked him.
It had to be before.
Yeah, it was pretty. He hooked him pretty well.
That changes things again.
So now it's 1st and 10 for the Zips at midfield, going right to left. Ball set between the hashes. Finley in the gun. 3 receiver set. Play action, throws a little out pass, incomplete. Out of the hands of Connor Kravac. Little play action, try to throw just a quick out pattern to the near side. And Kravac, again, goes right through his arms, incomplete, 2nd down.
Tight end on just a little out pattern, 5 yards, 5 yards cut outside. Little 90-degree cut. That ball right in Kravac's hands. The sophomore out of Cincinnati tight end was not able to gather the football. He stays in the football game now, this time flexing out as a split end. Now he's back in motion again.
3 receivers to the far side. Finley on 2nd and 10 from midfield. Finley has time, throws, Far side caught. That catch made by Rush right at the 40. Taken down there, but it's enough for a first down. Move the chains for the Zips. Inside Husky territory, down to the Husky 40. Under 8 minutes to go, third quarter. Huskies up 23-16.
I'll tell you what, I've noticed so. Yes, it's still raining. Yes, the wind is blowing, but for whatever reason, right now, throwing the ball extremely well, Ben Finley, much more confident and accurate with his passing.
Kellum, the running back, to the left of the gun of Finley. He'll get the handoff right up the gut. Gain of 3 down to the 37 of NIU to our left. 2nd and 7 for the Zips. Halfway through this third quarter in a very rainy and sometimes coming down very hard rain here at Husky Stadium. Zips go quick. 3 receivers set. Poke one of the receivers in the slot to the near side. Kellum remains the running back to the left of Finley in the gun on 2nd and 7. Finley has time, goes to his right, directing, now under pressure. He's taken down. It's Ray Thomas. He'll get the coverage sack. Back inside Zips territory on a big sack from Ray Thomas.
Ray Thomas, stay with that play. That's one of the few mistakes from a mental standpoint that Finley has made, because they have 1st and 10 from the 40, and he just doesn't get sacked, but he gets sacked to the tune of 8 or 9 yards. Huskies with some good pressure, and you're right, secondary did their job right there. Coverage sack, if you will, but Finley should have thrown that ball away.
For every NIU sack made during the football season, Raising Cane's will donate $100 to a local food pantry. It is now 3rd and long, 3rd and 18 for the Zips back at their own 48. Finley has time, now pressure comes through, middle field caught to the 40 of NIU. Lunging forward on the catch is Jake Newell. Down to the Husky 37. It's still 4th and long for the Zips. This is no man's territory. They might go for it here.
Yeah, they got just in the 9, just enough to make this much more reachable here on 4th down. At this point, this is the biggest play of the football game thus far.
4th and 7 for the Zips at the Huskies 37. Ball set at the far right hash. They're going right to left. Finley waits for the snap. Steps back. Under pressure, throws, middle of the field, and it's incomplete. He was behind Norton. He still may have had a chance at it. Incomplete, and the Zips turn it over on downs.
That is a ball. Yeah, it was behind him. Finley was not spot on his last play, but that's a play that Norton probably should have made to move the sticks on 4th down. The Huskies dodge a bullet. Another drop right there for Akron on a 4th down, huge play.
Weather, again, a factor on this drive. Oh, it was in Norton's hands.
Yes.
He should have had it. We'll take the timeout. It's Husky ball with 5:35 to go in the third. Huskies 23, Zips 16. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub, you get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
The rain continues to fall here at Husky Stadium. 5:35 to go, third quarter. NIU up 23-16. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Anthony Angulo back in our network studios. Just going on the sidelines. Here's Terry Bonadonna.
Big drive coming up for NIU right here, guys, as they maintain a 1-possession lead. I was watching the offense during that last drive. The rain is still falling, although it's not very hard at this point. The wind has picked up, and it feels like the temperature has dropped as well. So a lot of guys on the sideline just trying to keep themselves warm. A lot of guys jumping around, trying to psych each other up. it certainly seems like the offense knows how much is on the line coming up in this next series.
Terry, you talked about it early about just the footing. And have you seen a lot of players slip out there tonight?
Yeah, it does seem like it's a little bit difficult. I don't know if there have been any adjustments made since halftime. Things have looked a little bit sloppier even since halftime from my perspective.
Huskies get ready to start this drive at their own 37. To our left.
A quarterback and or receivers, you want to try to get some dry gloves on at least a half. I mean, you can't go through 10 pair in a night, but makes it much more easy to have dry gloves with a wet football.
Ball set to the far left hash in this drive for NIU. They start at their own 37. Hampton play action, under pressure, able to break one tackle, now just trying to move forward. And he'll be taken down for a loss of 1. He should have been sacked, but he was able to get out of one tackle. Now 2nd and 11 for NIU at their 36.
Yeah, 2 addendums to that play call. 1, very fortunate. I thought for a minute Hampton put the ball out. It could have been knocked down to the ground. And secondly, I do like the first down. They were trying to throw long on first down, Andy. Could not execute it, could not get it off. But that was an opportunity, like we said, to hit one big play. Just not enough time for Hampton there.
Demopoulos and Rudolph, the receivers to the far side on 2nd and 11. Handoff, Gavin Williams, 40, 45 at the right hash. Good run for Gavin Williams. Close to the first down, up to the 47-yard line, and it is a first down. How about Gavin Williams? We got an offensive lineman down for NIU on the near side.
He's already without Evan Buss.
And I believe that is, make sure I get it right. We'll make sure. I think they're going to take the timeout. They are.
On the field.
So Gavin Williams on a nice run for 11 yards, gets the first down, but we got the media timeout with the injury. We'll come back and update you. 4:44 to go, third quarter. Huskies 23, Zip 16. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Northwestern medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you, because a career with Northwestern medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Listen, the football landscape has changed a lot. NIL deals, social media, the transfer portal. There's never been more distractions for an athlete. But Powerade knows what's most important, the commitment to the game. With 50% more electrolytes than Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Powerade hydrates athletes as they block out the noise and put in the work. Hydrate your grind with Powerade. Grab a pack today at a store near you. See product label for additional details. It takes more.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
At Northern Illinois University College of Business, we're all about a game-changing educational experience. You'll learn in an AACSB accredited, nationally ranked college. Your NIU experience culminates with personal and professional transformation, and you'll be ready to take on a world of career opportunities. Visit cob.niu.edu. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth, Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines, Anthony Angelo back in our network studios. 4:44 to go, third quarter. NIU up by 7, 23-16. Gavin Williams on a nice 11-yard run here, but Thomas Posh, the right tackle for NIU, went off on with an injury. He needed help to get to the medical tent. NIU's hurting at right tackle. No bust tonight, and now Posh has gone out.
Yeah, Posh he's the up-and-comer we've been talking about. And anytime you see an offensive lineman go down, the first thing you worry about is the knee area. Offensive linemen, of course, wear those knee braces. But anytime you get caught underneath somebody, bad things can happen.
Huskies will come out of the huddle. We'll see who's playing right tackle for NIU. It's 1st and 10 for the Huskies at their own 47, going left to right. J.J. Lippy is at right tackle. Schooley's at center. Hampton in the gun. Handoff, Gavin Williams to the right. Tries to cut up just inside the near numbers. He lost a yard. Back to the 44. Check that, the 46. So a loss of 1, second and 11 for NIU. 4:17 and counting, third quarter. Huskies up 23-16. You can hear that wind blowing
howling,
through
yes,
our crowd
it is.
mic.
If you have a good boot pass package, any kind of misdirection, which of course they do, this might be a good time to dial that up.
Tavis and Lampy set up on the line. Tavis to the right of the line. Lampy to the left. Gavin Williams gets a handoff. Cuts up. 50. Tripped up at the 48 inside Zips territory. Third down.
Really like the way Gavin Williams is running the football right now. He is hitting that whole lickety-split.
Defensive injury.
There's an injured Zip. It's number 24, Darian Lewis, the nickel. He came in second on the team with 62 tackles this year. He's a redshirt junior from Akron.
Gavin Williams, 980 yards as we speak as a career rusher, trying to hit that 1,000-yard mark where he'd be the 46th Husky to ever do that.
Also another number to keep track of. Trayvon Rudolph needs 70 receiving yards coming in to become the 9th 2,000-yard receiver in school history. Rudolph has a catch of 2. So it's third down for the Huskies, 3rd and 5 at the Zips 48. Clock will run as Darian Lewis is taken to the far sideline after being injured. Ball set right between the hashes. And it's a wildcat to the right side and nothing there. It was Trayvon Rudolph in the wildcat. Lost another yard back to the 49.
Just not a seam whatsoever. Huskies pulled 2 linemen, trying to get out in front of Rudolph, but not a seam at all. And once again, Akron Zips get a stop.
So,
and for both teams, every placement kick, every punt, everything, you can't assume cleanliness because of the conditions.
Still a slight rain coming down. It has rained throughout. Is Foley on this 4th down and 8. Able to get the snap, kick it away. Foley. Line drive goes out of bounds. This might be perfect punt. It is. It goes out of bounds at the 1 on the near side. Fantastic punt and perfect timing for Tom Foley. He needed a kick like that. It's a 47-yard punt, and the Zips will start at their own 1-yard line.
Yeah, sometimes, well, first off, he executed well. Secondly, sometimes you have better lucky than good because that one bounced right out of bounds instead of going forward into the end zone. It's a 99-yard field for Akron to have to go through in order to tie this football game. Can the Huskies get a safety, Andy Garcia?
It's been a while.
Yeah, let's get it done right here.
To our right, Zips at their own 1. Ball set at the near left hash. Finley in the gun on 1st and 10. Finley, handoff Simmons right up the middle. He gets up to about the 3-yard line. Quinn Erweiler is there. Also, Jelani Williams on the tackle. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8 now the Zips at their own 3. 2:22 and counting in the third as the Huskies lead 23-16.
Special teams did his job. The offense moved out to midfield. Special teams, Foley gets to the 1-yard line. Complimentary football. Get a 3 and out now, and you're talking.
3 receivers set. 2 to the far side. Again, a handoff to Simmons right up the middle. It gets past the 5 up to the 6 on the right hash. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Zips. Now under 2 minutes and counting in the third. See if NIU can get a stop here on this 3rd and 5.
Jordan Simmons, their top running back, 42 yards rushing on the evening. Huskies have never given up a 100-yard rusher this season. Incredible.
Finley in the gun. Looks to throw. Does a little screen out to Simmons. Past the 10, 15. Erweiler takes him down, but not before the Zips will move the chains on a little screen to Simmons to the far side. Up to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
And one way to beat an aggressive defense, we've talked about it, is screens, sometimes draws. Akron doesn't run too many draws, but screens, any kind of misdirection because you have such an aggressive and potent NIU defense.
Akron going against the wind right now, so they're going to use some of this time up. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Huskies up by 7 on this 1st and 10. Play action. Finley has time, throws right side. That is caught up at the 30 by Norton to the 32-yard line. He's gained tackle there. Javon Bird and Jaden Dauphin. Jake Gasway on the tackle, but not before a 17-yard catch for Norton. Zips again, move the chains.
So they get a 9-yard play and then a 17-yard play back-to-back. Their backs were to the wall, the 1-yard line. Now they have it all the way out to the 32 in what might be the last play of the third quarter.
They'll have to get one more off.
Yeah, this might be the last play, exactly.
Finley back in the gun, 1st and 10. Zips up to their own 32-yard line. Finley gets the snap. Again, has time. Looking to throw. Near side, incomplete. Finley tried to cut that pass off to get the interception. They were trying to get it to Golden. Too wide, incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10. It stops the clock with 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Huskies up 23-16.
But Joe Moorhead, the head coach, he calls the plays, and he right now is much more comfortable saying, go ahead, gunslinger, to Finley. You're going to pass the ball down the field. We'll mix in a run every once in a while, but they're a pass-first mentality right now. Finley's starting to pick up a lot of opportunities in the passing game. 26 attempts already with many more to come.
On 2nd and 10, Zips at their own 32. Play action. Again, Finley throws deep, middle of the field, and it's almost intercepted. You got a flag down.
Could be another PI against NIU.
Now, the interception almost made by Cyrus McGarrell, but we got the flag. And it's pass interference on NIU.
Defense, number 2. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic. First down. That's the end of the third quarter. Timeout on the field.
I don't understand the pass interference, but it was called, and we go to the fourth quarter. We had no scoring in that third quarter. We got 15 minutes left here at Husky Stadium, Brigham Field. Huskies still with the lead. A win would send them to a bowl game, but they got some work to do. We'll come back for the fourth quarter here in DeKalb. NIU 23, Akron 16. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
Country Financial makes insurance easy. Worry less and feel more confident with insurance designed to meet your specific needs. Visit countryfinancial.com to get started today. Experience more with Country Financial. We move to the fourth quarter here in a rainy Husky Stadium, DeKalb, Brigham Field. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna down on the sidelines. Anthony Angulo in the network studios. Huskies lead 23-16. But the Zips are driving. They're at their 1-yard line. They've got it back now out to their own 47-yard line after another pass interference on NIU to end that third quarter.
I'll tell you what, we've talked about this obviously now through 10 games. Check this out. NIU, 310 yards of total offense. Akron, 182. So you have about, 18, 28, 128 yards more of total offense. Yet we're in a football game, but we've seen that so many times where NIU dominated rushing statistics, total yard statistics, time of possession statistics. But NIU tonight, the bugaboo has been 1 out of 9 on third down. They have not been able to stay on the field. And again, most of it's been because it's been 3rd and 6 or 7 rather than 3rd or 2 or 3.
You mentioned how Finley, 10 to 28, 136. They're letting him throw, and either they're going to throw it, look for first down, or they're looking to get a pass interference.
Yeah, NIU's had, a couple PIs in this half, and they both, quite honestly, been easy calls. And that one, quite honestly, Andy, would have been incomplete regardless, and that wasn't, but he was held just trying to get into his break.
The wind is moving left to right from our booth, so the Zips will have advantage of the wind in this fourth. Zips at their own 47, ball set at the near right hash on 1st and 10. Finley, play action, looking to throw deep, middle of the field, way too far, incomplete. On a post pattern, trying to get it to Golden. 2nd and 10 for the Zips. Again, NIU up by 7, 23-16 as we start this fourth quarter.
Well, they keep taking shots. If you go back to your old sandlot when you're growing up, it's like go deep for a pass. That's the way they're throwing the football right now. They mix in a couple screens, but for the most part, they're taking shots and saying, can we connect on one? Or can we get a PI again, which has happened a couple times in this half?
Again, the Zips will spread it out. Newell and Norton, the receivers to the near side. Golden and Granger, the receivers to the far. Now Newell in motion to the left of the line on the 2nd and 10. Finley again will throw. Pressure comes. Taken down. And a sack for Devontae O'Malley. Devontae O'Malley just came in and took Finley down. A big loss for the Zips.
21.5 sacks for Devontae O'Malley in 55 games. The Huskies were held as well, but they don't need that.
Number 51. Phillies decline. 3rd down.
How about the sacks for NIU tonight?
My, oh my, is O'Malley a player. He has the ability to play at the next level as well. Out of Bremen High School, Devontae O'Malley, just a fine self-made player.
It's 3rd and 20 for the Zips. Back at their own 37, going left to right. Ball set at the near right hash. They spread it out. 4 receivers, 3 to the far side. Finley gets the snap, throws the screen, and it's incomplete. Out of the hands of Golden again. He took his eyes off of it. About a 3-yard pass. Incomplete. 4th and long for the Zips. And the defense holds again for NIU.
I think they had that screen set up. They've either gone long ball or screen, long ball or screen. They've disdained the run for the most part right now. And it's crazy. We had that score at the half of 23-16, and nobody has done to the scoreboard this half.
Avery Book getting ready for his 5th punt of the night. Sets up shop at his own 22. To our left, he gets it off rugby style. Not a great kick to the far side, and it's going to take a Zips bounce, but not much. They're going to down it. The Zips are at the Husky 34-yard line. It's a punt of only 28 yards. Huskies will have it 1st and 10 from there, going right to the left. 14:26 to go in the fourth. Huskies up 23-16. And if NIU can get just any type of score here, Mark, we've been calling for it.
Yeah, you would think at any time if they got the second separation, the second score, they would take control of this game. I felt that way back last possession of the first half.
They're going to say it's marked at the 35. Ball set at the far right hash. Hampton in the gun. As Gavin Williams to his left. 2 receivers. Handoff Williams up the middle. Up to the 44-yard line. Gain of, check that, 39-yard line. Gain of 4.
Gavin Williams, the ball carrier.
2nd down and 6 for the Huskies. As the clock continues to run. 14-12. 11 to go in the fourth, and the Huskies up by 7.
Telly Johnson checks back in, and I think what NIU's tried to do right there is, okay, Williams in the game. Will they think first down pass? Now Telly Johnson, and he will play smash mouth football right there. Try to move the pile and move the 6.
Man, I love a play action right here. You throw it
that boot deep. Pass. Got a little boot pass.
We got an injury.
Officials timeout for a defensive injury.
The injury is to Joey Hunter, the redshirt junior cornerback, transfer from South Carolina. He's at the far numbers to us, right in front of us on the far side, at the 40. You can hear the wind going through our crowd mic, which is soaked, by the way. You know, at the end of these mics, you got these mics. We call them,
mic covers. Yep.
Yeah, mic covers. It's outside, and that thing is just damp. The water is coming down from it, but
yeah, you talked to me about should we bring it in earlier? I said, no, the damage is done.
We're still getting a crowd.
That thing went through a mega shower.
That's rain throughout. We were hoping for Terry Bonadonna's sake it wouldn't happen, but it did.
Akron 0-5 on the road this year. They have a conference win against Eastern Michigan, but trying to steal one on the road here in DeKalb.
Huskies at their own 39, going right to left. Ball set at the far right hash. Handoff, Telly Johnson Jr. to the right, and I got a fumble. The ball on the turf.
Is he down? That's the question. They're talking about this, a huge call by the officiating crew, and they'll end up looking at this no matter what the call is.
They say Johnson was down at the 43, but the Zips say that the ball came out.
Yeah, it did, but was he down? That's the question.
The ruling on the field was a fumble recovered by the defense. 1st and 10, Akron.
And Telly Johnson is hurt. He's holding his left arm at the near left hash. Heath Duncan, the rest of the training staff comes out to meet him there. So Telly Johnson looks like he's hurt.
Officials timeout for an injured player.
They do call a fumble. And timeout. We will take it. So the Zips look like they're going to get it back. See if they replay this and see if it's a fumble. We have it here before we take the timeout. It looks like he's on the floor on the feet.
He looks like
turf. We'll come back. We'll take the timeout. This is going to be reviewed for sure. 13. Well, we hope. We've seen some of those not be reviewed. 13:26 to go in the fourth here at Husky Stadium. Huskies 23, Zip 16. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Right now at Old National, we have a $450 checking bonus.
Sign me up. But why is that hockey player standing there?
I'm here for the checking.
Well, for a bonus that big, bring on the checking.
Sir, no need to brace yourself against the wall.
It's bank checking.
I knew that.
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open a checking account and complete qualifying activities within 90 days of account opening. Another reason to get old. Old National, where relationships and results matter. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through January 31st, 2025. Visit oldnational.com/checking.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Back here at Husky Stadium, 13:26 to go in the fourth. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. Anthony Angulo in our network studios. It is so right now. Telly Johnson on the field was called that he fumbled, but the officials looking at it. It's being reviewed from our replays on our monitor. It looks like that Telly Johnson was down, but even more to the negative plays, Telly Johnson went off holding his left arm into the medical tent. And as Terry Bonadonna says it, we can see him that Telly Johnson's being taken to the locker room right now.
Huskies playing without Ontario Brown. Telly Johnson headed to the locker room. Running back room. Depth being tested. Gavin Williams should get the rest of this game.
When you talk your right tackle, no Evan Buss. Right. Thomas Posh is now out with an injury.
You might see Jalen Poe in this football game for the first time in a few weeks. I like how long this is taking. They're looking and looking and looking. Husky offense on the field.
What's going on here? The officials are still looking at it on the near side, under the hood, and both teams are lined up for a play. Now, it does look like it's going to be NIU ball, but thank goodness it's 3rd down and 4, but the official's still looking at it.
Is he doing this for TV? He might be.
He might be.
After review, the ball carrier was down prior to the ball coming loose. It'll be 3rd down from the 41-yard line for Northern Illinois.
I truly believe they waited for him to be on TV to do that because both teams already knew what happened. They wanted to get
Well, this is a big third down play.
They're all going to be, Andy, last 13 and a half minutes of this football game.
3rd and 4 for NIU. At their own 41, going right to left. Ball set at the far right hash. Hampton in the pistol. 2 receivers to the far side. Now Rudolph in motion, play action. Hampton looks to throw. Caught, Rudolph near side, spins away, 45, 50, 45, inside Zips territory. He broke 1 tackle, and that's all it needed is Trayvon Rudolph with a nice catch on a big 3rd down. Move the chains for the Huskies inside Zips territory.
Elijah Reed had a beat on him. Elijah Reed could have saved the first down. Elijah Reed missed Trayvon Rudolph, and a nice pickup, moved the chains on 3rd down. Trayvon Rudolph using his abilities.
Gain of 13. So it's 1st and 10 now for the Huskies at the Zips 46. Hampton, handoff. Gavin Williams patiently just looks for the hole, goes to the left. Gain of 2 to the Zips 44-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 8. Clock runs. 12:34 to go. 4th quarter. Huskies up 23-16.
Tell you one thing Huskies have done tonight, not once, not twice, but 3 different occasions. They've utilized a short passing game, getting speed in space in would-be run situations. Akron's thinking run.
Huskies in the all-black jerseys. White letters and numbers. Now Tavis, Lampy, Barnes all move to the right of the line on the 2nd down and 8. Hampton, play action, roll is light. Now he's just going to run. And he's taken down on the far side and a loss of 2. Back to the 46. So it's 3rd and 10 for NIU.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap because Hampton did the right thing. He took a 2-yard loss, but he really couldn't throw that away. And Akron had coverage downfield the whole time. Hampton had his eyes downfield, knew he had nothing going. And now Hampton's got to find something over the middle, I would think, here.
This might be 2-down territory. We'll see.
It depends on what you do on this down.
Huskies at the Zips 46, ball set at the far right hash. NIU up by 7. 11:20 to go in the 4th. Hampton looks to throw. Far side caught. Rudolph at the 40. Can't break a tackle, though. They're going to mark him down at the 41. So it's 4th and 5 at the Zips 41. And looks like the Huskies going to punt.
Yeah, you're playing positional football right now. You have one of the best defenses in the country, right?
Yep.
You have one of the best defenses in the entire nation.
It's a good spot to fake it.
Yeah. I think you go ahead and try to pin him back. Hopefully, he can get this one inside the 20. He probably can't get it at the 1, but just get it inside the 20 and make Akron go the distance.
Foley back at his own 45 to our right. Paul Davis waits at the Zips 10. High snap, though. Foley gets it down. End over end. And it bounces. Can Husky save? Oh, it's a nice tap away. And what a play from NIU. I believe that was Trey Porter who tapped it back. It was going in the end zone. Porter was able to tap it with his left hand. And I think the Huskies able to down it. They're saying at the... Where are they downing it at? The 6.
Tremendous play by Trey
goodness.
Porter. Did he break the plane?
Timeout.
No, he did not.
Field.
What a great special teams play. If the Huskies get a stop right here, mark that one down as one of the biggest key plays of this football game.
Porter was in the air, and he tapped it away, and the Huskies down it at the 6. What a play from Trey Porter, and the Zips will have it 1st and 10, start at their own 6. When we come back from the timeout. 10-20 to play in the 4th. Huskies 23, Zips 16. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The Boneyard Victor E. Collective is the NIL marketplace that connects NIU supporters and local businesses with Husky student athletes, enabling them to capitalize on their name, image, and likeness while competing for NIU businesses. And individuals can engage with NIU athletes through public appearances, social media posts, and more. Go to boneyardvictore.com for more information.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Costantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at CostantinoLaw.net.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
10:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Huskies up 23-16. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. We're going to get on to Terry, but there is a replay here, Mark Lindo, as they're looking to see if Porter was past the plane of the goal when he touched it.
Correct. He batted the ball back in, but was he in the field of play or had he crossed the plane of the goal line? Pretty quick decision we're going to get from the officiating crew.
Referee Andrew Special. It looks... he's going to wait for TV to come back.
He is.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to NIU Football on the Costantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
WDKB DeKalb. A Midwest family station.
They're marking at the 6. They're waiting for TV to come back so Andrew Special can get a little of their time.
For further review,
he is.
ruling on the field stands. Ball be placed at the 6-yard line. First down.
We call him TV Andrew Special.
That's twice. We knew what was going on before they had to wait for television to get the announcement.
What a play from Trey Porter to save that.
Incredible special teams hustle play. Execution.
Take it over at their own 6 from our left. Finley, low snap, has it. Looking to throw, middle of the field, and it is incomplete. Trying to get it off to Israel Polk. Incomplete. Pressure was coming.
The pressure was coming. That ball batted in the air. Stopped for a silly second. Javon Bird might have a chance for the INT when that ball popped up. Boy, he continues to going to need to ice the right arm tonight. 31 pass attempts with many more to come for Finley on a rainy night.
That's coming from 41 passes versus the Bulls.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 from their own 6. Finley handoff to Simmons. Goes to his right. Up to the 10, 15, dives to the 20, and a first down for Akron. To the 20-yard line is Jordan Simmons. Gain of 14 on the ground. 1st and 10 Akron. Under 10 minutes to go in the fourth. Huskies up by 7.
See, that's a situation where NIU's thinking pass, and they go with the run game. So just enough. It's mostly pass, and then they mix in the run, pick up 14 on a chunk.
3 receivers set. Zips at their own 20. Finley throws near side. Pass incomplete. Trying to go deep to, again, Adrian Norton. Too far, no flags, thank goodness. It's 2nd and 10 now for the Zips.
Yeah, and on that particular play, I know they didn't call it, but Norton, he flat out pushed off on NIU's defender, Finley. Could have been offensive pass interference, not a catchable ball. But that's illegal and not called.
5 straight incompletions for Ben Finley now.
You still believe the Huskies are going to get an Oski here, an interception somewhere in this football game.
2nd and 10 for the Zips at their own 20, going left to right. Finley, as the snap throws, far side. That is caught by Norton. Going up the far sideline. He's out of bounds at the 29. He's just short by 1 yard of the first down. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Zips. 9:25 and counting here in the fourth.
Profit ran him out of bounds. And at the 29-yard line, if the Huskies can get a stop, it would not be 4-down territory with 9 minutes to go and their own 29-yard line. To stop it, you get the ball back.
3rd and 1. Finley looks over at the sidelines. Zips at their own 29 to our left. Ball set at the far left hash. Finley. Handoff Simmons, and he stood up. He won't get there. What a play, again, on the defensive side on Ray Thomas, again getting in there.
What a big stop on third down. Here comes the punt unit. Unbelievable stop by Ray Thomas at the line of scrimmage. It's not only a stop, it's a TFL, and you get the football back. Big time defensive stand again.
What a play from Thomas. Just able to use that swivel move on his left arm and just stood up Simmons.
Yeah, he's a wily veteran. He knows how to use his hands and his legs.
4th and 1. Book at his 15, punts it away. Spiral kick. Partridge calling for the fair catch at his own 29 on this near side, just inside the numbers.
Timeout on the field.
Well, listen, TV Andrew Special of a 41-yard punt from Avery Book. I'm going to go down to Terry Bonadonna because, we give away a defensive player of the game. We do an offensive player. Can we give a sideline reporter of a game?
He already won it. He won it. And
no, there was some voting. There was some voting. As Terry, we bring you up again. Rain throughout, wind throughout. We've seen some botched snaps. We've seen some missed catches. We've seen a little bit of everything, but through it all, that NIU defense continues to play well right now. And how about Ray Thomas?
Yeah, Ray Thomas and Skylar Gill-Howard was in on that last stop as well. He's been fantastic all game. I got to tell you guys, though, if we're giving out a sideline award, I do not get it.
Oh.
Because there are a lot of people who are working overtime down here because of the weather. Really great job done by the equipment managers, just trying to keep these balls dry, trying to make sure everything is in working order, which is not easy in this kind of weather. And I really have to tip my cap to Joan Phillips Hernandez, the Dean of the College of Business. I interviewed her back in the first quarter. I offered her an umbrella. She says, no, thanks. I love the rain. So I was all over the place in that interview, but she was a gamer, ready to go.
8:06 to go here in the fourth. Huskies get it back, up by 7, 23-16. They'll start this drive at their own 29-yard line to our right. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. You just heard from Terry Bonadonna, Anthony Angiulo back in our network studios. It's been a dogfight. Now, all of the scoring has happened in the first half. We've seen a block punt for Akron get a touchdown. Trayvon Rudolph has run one in from 58 yards out on a Wildcat. Rudolph also passed one to Dane Partridge from 39 yards out. We've seen a little bit of everything. The weather's been a factor, the wind, the rain. But through it all right now, the Huskies lead by 7. And I know this is on repeat, but you just need one score.
And it's on repeat almost every game this year, right?
Oh, my
Huskies,
goodness.
another one-score game. Yeah. And you always say one more score gets separation. One more score. And it's been that kind of season this year where NIU is playing one-score games down to the wire, and we're in one once again. The Huskies in a dogfight. Do you know where the zip is? I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kangaroo.
That is correct.
The Kangaroos against Zippy the Kangaroo.
NIU has already had 5 games that have been one-score games this season. See if NIU can extend this lead. 1st and 10 at their own 29, going right to left. Ball set at the near left hash. Hampton under center. Little end around to Gavin Williams. 35-40, 45-50. He's got one man to beat. 30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. No one's going to get him. Gavin Williams from 71 yards out and extends the lead for NIU.
A house call on the reverse. They went double tight end. Gavin Williams got to the edge, and it was a race down the sideline. Gavin Williams wins that race. There's that score we talked about, and the electricity on the Husky sideline is there. They went under center. Williams in stride was able to turn the corner, and it was no contest trying to run him down from the backside for Akron, but he just couldn't do it. Was their linebacker out of Joliet West, Brian McCoy. No contest. Gavin Williams, 1,000-yard rusher now in his career at Northern.
Little, again, a bad hold, and they can't kick the kickoff, the PAT. So it's 29-16 NIU. After Tom Foley, again, couldn't hold to get that PAT up. But NIU will take the touchdown from Gavin Williams.
Well, I just really felt like Williams was going to be a key down the stretch. I like him in the football game anyway because of his savvy, his football IQ. He can block. He can run. He can catch out of the backfield. And you know what else he does? He's a gamer. When he has the football, you really feel very, very comfortable that he's not going to turn the ball over as well.
And he went over that 1,000-yard mark.
Right, he did. Gavin Williams now 101 yards tonight, so that's his third 100-yard game. And check this out, the Huskies rushing yards, 261 rush yards for the team that leads the MAC in rushing.
That Husky touchdown, every Husky touchdown during MAC play. Brian Bemis Toyota of DeKalb will donate $200 to the DeKalb Education Fund, benefiting students in District 428. When the Huskies score, so do local students. Go to Huskies, and thank you, Brian Bemis Toyota of DeKalb. 29-16 NIU now with 7:56 to play. How about the senior, Gavin Williams?
So it's a 2-touchdown game right now.
See what Bullock does with this kick. Shorter, and over and goes out of bounds on the far side. So the Zips will have good field position.
Free kick out of bounds. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
See if NIU's defense can do the job again. The Zips tonight on third down, 4 of 13, 0 of 2 on fourth down.
NIU got off the field consistently in this game. And if we think that Ben Finley has been a gunslinger so far tonight, we haven't seen nothing yet. He's put it up all night, the rest of the night, 7:56.
How about the defense, though? How about just Ray Thomas, Devontae O'Malley? That was a huge stop.
Third and
Ray Thomas.
Yeah, 3rd and 1. Thomas makes an individual play. Huskies get the ball back as we thought they would from the 29-yard line. And then Gavin Williams, a house call from 71 yards out.
So the Zips will start. 1st and 10 at their own 35, going left to right. Ball set on the far left hash. 4 receiver set. Finley again looking to throw under pressure. Sidearms it to the far side, incomplete. Norton was the intended receiver, but the pressure was coming again, and the Zips just had to throw it away. 2nd and 10 for the Zips.
11 out of 34. 11 out of 34 right now is Ben Finley, who came in hitting 60%, 12 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. And he's had some difficulty with some throws. He's been under duress. In his defense, he's had some drops by his receivers at critical times.
4 receivers set now, 2 on each side. Finley on 2nd and 10 throws a screen to the far side, and it's dropped by Bullock. He had some blocks. He had some blocks set up, but Taj Bullock just dropped it. 3rd and 10.
He's bringing in pass rushers right now. Jelani Williams in, Ivan Davis in. Skylar Hill Howard checks in, situational substitutions. Jordan Geely making his defensive calls, defensive line coach. What twists and turns do they have on the defensive line with this pass rush?
7:47 to play in the fourth. Huskies up 29-16. Zips on 3rd and 10 from their own 35. Finley has time, throws, middle of the field, incomplete. Too high between the hash marks. They were trying to get it to Bullock. Incomplete. Now it's 4th and 10, and then now it's decision time for the Akron head coach, Joe Moorhead. Do you risk it all here? Down by 13 with 7:42 to play, 4th and 10. They will not. They will punt it away.
Yeah, but he does in field position. He knows he would basically be giving the football game away. Everybody on the sideline for now, NIU, watch the fake, watch the fake, watch the fake. But NIU will be very similar position they were at Western Michigan. Where they get this ball, how much time can they churn off the clock, even if they don't score, to shorten the football game?
7th punt for Avery Book. The lefty gets it away. High spiral, not too far. It does take a Zips bounce. It will go out of bounds on the near side. See where the officials will mark it. They'll mark it at the 25 of NIU. We'll keep it here. 7:33 to go in the fourth. Huskies up 29-16 after a 40-yard punt from Avery Book.
So Huskies get the touchdown by Williams, 71 yards. And what's the defense do? They get a 3 and out. It's a Husky defense that is just hard to score on. Scoring defense, they give up 18.8 points per game. Best in the MAC and 18th in the country.
Great to see Telly Johnson back in, Mark. The running back on 1st and 10. Hampton under center, bunch set. Ball set at the near left hash. Lynch in motion. Get the jet sweep. Lynch has it. Far side cuts up at the 30. He'll get to the 30 just inside the far numbers. Now they're going to mark him out to 29. Gain of 4 for Justin Lynch.
Interesting. He gets his first carry in a while. And they have full confidence with him as a football player as well. Ball security is a must.
Clock runs 7:10, 7:09 to go. Fourth quarter. Huskies up 29-16.
They will not snap the football anytime in this game with more than 5 seconds to go on the snap clock.
So far, Telly Johnson tonight, 18 carries, 93 yards. Hampton. Hands off to Johnson. It's got some space. 30, 35, 40 on the far side. Pushed out of bounds. But it'll be a first down run for Telly Johnson Jr. That might take him over 100 yards. That'd be a second straight game over 100 after the fantastic game versus Western Michigan last week where Johnson had 141 yards and 2 touchdowns. And it is a first down. A 9-yard gain for Johnson. First and 10 for NIU.
He got to the outside, used his speed to turn the corner.
Are you looking at the same thing?
I am. The last
two
100-yard rushers.
That's correct.
Great minds think alike.
Johnson with 102, Gavin Williams with 101. First and 10 for NIU at their own 38. Hampton again under center. Again, the jet sweep to Lynch at the 40 on the far side, inside the numbers on the far side. Cuts it up to the 42. Gain of 4, second and 6 for NIU. Up to their own 42 to the right here. Under 6 minutes to go. In the fourth, Huskies up 29-16. Just letting that clock melt away. Mark Lindo, steam is coming out of his ears to find this.
And I still haven't found it. I'm a failure at this point.
No, we'll get you. On this second down and 6. Huskies at their own 42 going right to left. Hampton again under center. Again, a jet sweep to Lynch on the far side. 45, 50 at the numbers far side. 45 inside Zips territory. How about Justin Lynch coming in, getting carries? Gain of 13. And again, a Husky first down with 5:25 to play and counting. 29-16. NIU leading by 13.
Jeremy Reed way quicker
Then
than
Jeremy
me.
Reed comes to the rescue.
Hey, Jay Ducker, 146, and Terry Brown, 105 in the Cure Bowl. Remember that? Against Coastal Carolina.
Good
when the
trip.
clock ran out. Oh, my goodness.
That end to the game, me and you had a fantastic time at Universal Studios.
Yeah, you went on the ride with me.
We were like kids.
Win one more game, and you might be bowling again. Game number 6.
Under 5 minutes to play. First and 10 for NIU, up by 13 at the Zips 45. Handoff, Telly Johnson Jr. gets down to the 31. Gain of 4 for Telly Johnson. Give him 106 now on the game.
Huskies, 294 yards rushing. Punish them. Punish them, Huskies, with a ground attack.
Clock continues. 4.5 and counting. Huskies very close to getting their 6th win and being bowl eligible.
Clock's churning, and let it churn some more.
Second and 6 for NIU at the Zips 44. Going right to left.
Yeah, Hampton steps back, looks at the play clock, and said, I'll take some more time.
Ball set between the hashes. Again, a jet sweep to Lynch to the far side. Tries to break some tackles down to the 38 of the Zips. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. It's the Justin Lynch show right now.
And I tell you what Justin Lynch does. He takes that football, does 2 things fundamentally well. 1, 2 hands. He loves that football. He covers that football. And 2, he gets north and south very quickly. Makes sure he squares his shoulders. Abathar Curry, redshirt sophomore out of Janesville, Wisconsin, in as another offensive lineman on 3rd and short.
Officially 3rd and 3 for NIU at the Zips 38. Hampton in the pistol. Ball set the far right hash. Handoff, Telly Johnson Jr. tried to cut to his right. Nothing there. He gets stood up, and the ball comes out. But it looks like NIU was able to get it back. It is 4th down. Husky ball at the Zips 40. So it's going to bring up 4th and 5. The clock continues to run. 3:07, 3:06. The Zips have 3 timeouts left, but they're letting the clock run.
Yeah, they're literally giving 30 seconds right now to NIU.
Clock's still going. It's 20.
Timeout, Akron.
Yeah.
Their first charge timeout of the half. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
And the question is,
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 3 minutes, 4 seconds.
why did they wait so
3:04,
long to
please.
call that timeout?
Well, again,
Thank you.
they're adding 9 seconds, but they could have had the ball with maybe 3:25, 3:30 left, but the Zips called the timeout. So it's 4th and 5 for NIU at the Zips 40-yard line to our left. It's 29-16 Huskies.
Well, 2 biggest plays of the game that I know we'll talk about afterwards if this score holds. 1, Ray Thomas on 3rd and 1.
Yes.
And the very next play after the punt, the 71-yard would-be clincher if this score holds by Gab Williams. Back-to-back, the defense made a play, and then the offense made an explosive touchdown.
I know at one point Ben Finley, the quarterback for the Zips, was 5 straight incompletions. He might be up to like 8 or 9 at this point.
Yeah, he has been struggling in a must-pass situation.
So after the timeout called by the Zips head coach, Joe Moorhead, in his 3rd season, his team's left with 2, but this is a 4th and 5. To our left, Huskies set up, ball set at the far right hash, and it's a pooch kick for Hampton. End over end. No one is back for the Zips. The ball, again, might be saved. No, not this time, as the ball goes in the end zone at the far right hash. Hampton tried to pooch kick it in the, try to pin the Zips back deep. They will not. The Zips will start their own 20 with 2:58 to play. Huskies up 29-16.
2 timeouts for Akron. Huskies will. This is always so tough. It's like a basketball coach. When do you try to sit on a lead, or when do you stay aggressive? Because right now, if you play back, you're going to give up some yards. You just don't want to give up the explosive play, but then you tend to lose your aggressiveness if you play a little bit softer on the back end.
How about Jeremy Reed?
Oh, he was so
NIU
quick.
Strategic Communications.
He
and
was
marketing.
so quick.
He came in quick with that one.
He just blew me away, didn't he? That was what I was looking for.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Zips at their own 20, going left, right. Finley throws, near side, bobbled, but caught on the near side from Charles Kellum. He's pushed out of bounds at the 23. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Clock continues to move. 2:46, 2:45 left to go in the 4th. Huskies up by 13. Zips go quickly. 3 receiver set, all to the near side.
Banner and Carshall about 15 yards back.
Finley has time, throws, far side. That one's incomplete. Out of the outstretched hands of Norton, incomplete. Stops the clock with 2:31 to play, and it brings up a 3rd and 7 for the Zips at their own 23.
12 out of 38 for Ben Finley, the Finley Watch. Remember, this guy started some games at North Carolina State for Dave Dorn. He started some games at Cal. And he's been the trigger man for the Akron Zips all year long. And this is probably his toughest numerical game of his career.
I think the rain has stopped. Terry says it has down there. 3rd and 7. Finley throws far side, and it's caught by Norton. Up to the 42-yard line on the far sideline. Check that. Not Norton, it's Polk. 5, not 15. Gain of 20.
Finley, that's his best throw in a while. Right on the spot, out of the break. He gets a long 3rd down completion.
At their own 42. Clock continues to run. 2:15 and counting. 1st and 10. Huskies up by 13. Finley again looks to throw. Screen on the far side, and that's incomplete. It was at the ground at the feet of Charles Kellum, the running back out of the backfield. So that stops the clock. 2nd and 10 now for the Zips. 2:09 to go in the 4th. NIU up 29-16.
Tough situation for Ivan Davis. I had my eyes on him. He was held on that play. No call. And sometimes you got to sell it, right? Just like taking a charge in basketball, whatever. So he probably wanted to go the turf on that one and sell that to the official.
3 receivers set to the near side. Finley throws near side. That is caught by Golden inside Husky territory. Close to the 1st down on the near side. Right at the 48. That should be enough. That'll move the chains for the Zips. Gain of 10. And that will take us to the 2-minute timeout.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
We'll take it. 2 minutes left here in Husky Stadium. We'll come back, see how this finishes up. Huskies 2 minutes away from being bowl eligible. 4th quarter late here at Husky Stadium. Huskies 29, Zips 16. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check the kickoff time first before showing up at the stadium.
What? The slot's full already? You said kickoff was at 3. It was last week.
That's not how it works, Bob. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Dear football fans, Toyota's roster of all-star vehicles are ready for kickoff. Drive the field in style with a Camry or Corolla. Upgrade your ground game with the versatile RAV4. Or there's Grand Highlander and Tundra, our full-size Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
At Northern Illinois University College of Business, we're all about a game-changing educational experience. You'll learn in an AACSB-accredited, nationally ranked college. Your NIU experience culminates with personal and professional transformation, and you'll be ready to take on a world of career opportunities. Visit cob.niu.edu. Final 2 minutes here at Husky Stadium. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna down on the sidelines. 2 minutes to play, and Terry, I bring you in. Again, it's just been one of those crazy games in the wind, in the rain, but the Huskies 2 minutes away from being bowl eligible.
Yeah, it's been a weird game. I think a lot of the reason for that is because of the weather, but guys are having trouble holding on to the ball. Telly Johnson came back to the sideline after his last fumble. Not feeling too good about things, but he's been getting some pep talks. He's feeling a little bit better, I think, right now. Wide receivers for Akron are having big problems holding on to the ball. But the Huskies' defense has been the one thing in this game that has been absolutely consistent, rock solid, as has been the case all year.
Yeah, I would just say I was gonna jump on that, Terry. It's been rock solid consistently all year long.
Terry's new last name is Smith.
That's gonna be easier, right?
Terry Bonadonna. Appreciate all the hard work, especially in the rain and the wind tonight. First and 10.
It's going to be nice in Oxford, Ohio next Tuesday night, Terry.
Sure hope so. First and 10 with the Zips at the Huskies 48. Ball set at the near right hash. Finley steps back, looking to throw. Does deep, far side, and it's incomplete. Almost intercepted by Jay-Sean Prophet on the far side. There were 4 Huskies there in coverage. They're trying to get it to Norton. Incompletion brings up 2nd and 10 for the Zips now. 1:54 to play in the fourth, with the Huskies up by 13.
What's going to happen first? Another sack or the first INT of the night? One of those coming up here in the next play or two.
I thought you were going to say the chicken or the egg.
Interception or sack, chicken or the egg? We shall see.
Zip set up. 4 receivers to each side. Finley again in the gun. Has Kellum to his left. Gets the snap. Under pressure throws. Near side caught. Pushed out of bounds at the 40 will be Connor Kravak, the tight end. He was pushed out of bounds, I'm going to say, at the 42 of NIU. So it's 3rd and 5.
Akron looked like they were hurrying up. They don't need to. It's a dead clock under 2 minutes.
1:49, the stop clock here in the fourth on this 3rd and 5. Ball set at the near right. Zips going left to right. See if the Huskies bring pressure. They do. Pressure comes. Finley throws. Far side. That's caught by Golden. Inside the 35. He lost it. Fumble, but it goes out of bounds. Bobby Golden made the catch. He was tackled by Javon Bird. He lost it. And they're going to say it's NIU ball. They're going to give the ball to NIU.
We thought it went out of bounds. There's that turnover we talked about.
See, the ruling on the field was a completed pass to subsequently fumbled, recovered in bounds by the defense. 1st and 10, Northern Illinois.
Jay-Sean Prophet was there. Ooh.
What a great hustle play.
He was leaning out of bounds when he had it. That was a great play by Bird. And then Jay-Sean Prophet to get his feet down.
He got a foot down. Oh, my goodness.
The ball is in. Ball hit the ground.
Look at that.
Further review.
Prophet with a great hustle play following the football. He got his foot down, but was the ball out of bounds? That's what they're looking at. It would have been game, set, match, but I think we're going to have to play on.
The officials will look at it. It was called a fumble. Referee Andrew Special is here on the near side looking at it under the hood.
Jordan Geely gets his defense back, his defensive line back around him, anticipating they might have to go back on the field with 1:41 to go.
It was a great tackle by Bird. That will be a first down, though, I think, for the Zips off the catch from Bobby Golden. Hopefully not, but looking at the replay, it's close. I thought the ball hit the outside, hit the right, but it's close, Mark. See if this goes in favor of NIU.
No doubt his foot's down in bounds, as if the football in bounds or not.
Right.
Regardless, a great play by Profit following the play.
1:41 left here in the fourth. NIU up 29-16. Zips on the drive.
Both offenses on the field.
They are. They're huddling up against each other.
Both offenses on the field. Now the Husky defense starting to get back out there. Again, they're ahead of the referee in this situation.
I think they're just trying to set where the ball went out of bounds and where it will be Zips' ball.
After review, it was a completed pass, which was subsequently fumbled, but the fumble was not recovered in bounds. It went out of bounds and advanced to the spot of the fumble. By rule, ball will be returned to the spot of the fumble. It will be 1st and 10, Akron.
Clock should start, correct? 1:41 left right now, stopped.
Well, because it's out of bounds, right? Under 2 minutes, so it should not.
They're going to say
they ruled it out of bounds.
Tackled at the 33. So you are right. It will not start.
They live to make another play.
It is going to run. 139, 138. Finley in the gun on 1st and 10 from the Huskies 33 to our right. Finley throws, far side, caught, diving catch from Kellum coming out of the backfield. He makes the catch at the 29.
Yeah, and you go back to that play. I'm going to correct myself because the tackle was made in play. That's why the clock ran there, even though the ball ended up out of bounds.
Finley back quickly on 2nd and 6. Finley has time, now has to roll to his right. Trying to direct, throws it deep, near side, and incomplete. Golden was the intended receiver, but there are a couple Huskies back deep with him. Jacob Finley. Quinn Erweiler was back there. Good coverage. So it brings up 3rd and 6 for Akron. 1:07 to go in the fourth. Huskies up 29-16.
Finley, 46 pass attempts with 47th coming up here.
Goodness.
Pitcher's
17 of 46.
Pitcher's got to put their arm on ice. Finley's going to need to do that tonight.
1:07 left. Huskies up by 13. On this 3rd and 6 for the Zips at the Husky 29. Ball set at the far left hash. Zips going left to right. Finley has a snap, throws near side. That is caught, but the tackle is made short of the first down. The catch is made by Kellum. Great tackle by Quinn Erweiler, the 5th-year senior.
Timeout, Akron. Their second charge, timeout of the half. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Erweiler.
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1 minute. 1 minute, please.
From Mooseheart, Illinois, the transfer from North Dakota.
Yeah.
So it's
Xavier High School. I'll tell you what, Erweiler, what a play, because Kellum was fighting like crazy to get out of bounds. Erweiler said not so fast, dragged him down, kept him in bounds, and it forced Joe Moorhead to use his second timeout, which again is going to be really significant if somehow they get this one in the end zone. Timeout 2 gone now for the Akron Zips.
It's 4th and 5 for Akron at the Husky 28 to our right. Ball set at the near right hash. NIU 1 minute away from going to another bowl this season.
Be back-to-back for NIU.
Please can it be sunny? Please can it be sunny?
A win last year, Montgomery, Alabama. Felt good way to end the season.
See if Huskies can get this 4th down stop. Tonight, the Zips 0 of 2 on 4th down. 6 of 17 on 3rd down overall. Finley in the gun on 4th down. Gets the snap. Throws. Far side. Caught by Golden. 1st down. He's taken down at the 20-yard line of NIU. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. It's right now at 55. Ball set at the far left hash. Clock is counting and clocking down. 49. Finley taking time off on 1st and 10. Gets the snap. Pressure comes. Throws. Near side. Incomplete. Tough pass to try to catch was Bobby Golden. He had to bend down to get it. The defender right there was Jacob Finley. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock with 41 seconds to play here in the 4th with NIU up by 13.
Finley right there at the boundary. You can see that they're trying to use the sideline. Are the Akron Zips? NIU playing to the sidelines right now, trying to keep everything in front and in bounds.
Back at the 20 on this 2nd and 10. To our right, Finley again has time. Throws too high on the far sideline. Javon Bird was on coverage as the Zips were trying to get it out to Adrian Norton. Norton tonight, 2 catches, 57 yards.
Yeah, he's their go-to guy. Came in with 36 catches, 18.5 a catch, coming off a 6-catch, 98-yard game last week. NIU has kept him under check.
So now it's 3rd and 10 for the Zips with 36 seconds to play at the Huskies 20. To our right, ball set at the far left hash. 3 receiver set, 2 to the near side. Finley again, under pressure, throws, no one there to the far side. Again, the pressure was coming from Devontae O'Malley. And it's now 4th and 10 for the Zips.
I got unofficially the 15th play of this drive for Akron, moving the ball downfield from the Huskies' own 20-yard line. Finley took a hit from O'Malley, tried to sell it as a late hit, not so much.
Current drive started 2:58.
Yes.
It has been 15 plays. 31 seconds left. It's a big one here. 4th and 10. Huskies up by 13. Zips have to get to the Husky 10 to our right. And the ball on the far left hash. Finley. And before that, I think, NIU calls timeout from Thomas Hammock.
Prior to the snap, timeout, Northern Illinois. Their first timeout of the half. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Really good timeout, I think, by Thomas Hammock. Nick Benedetto had a chance right now to look at the scheme, the rotation, was a 2x2, was a 3x1. What kind of set did Akron come out in? Now he can make proper adjustments. NIU, the decision they have to make, are they going to protect the 11-yard line and try not to give a first down, or are they just going to go protect the goal line right here with only 31 seconds to go? That decision is coming from downstairs.
Again, 31 seconds left here in the 4th. NIU 29, Zips 16. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna down on the sidelines. Anthony Angiulo back in our network studios. Glad you could join us tonight. It's been a crazy game. Rain throughout. It stopped here midway through the 4th quarter. It's been wind.
This game's 3.5 hours long. That's what 52 passes does for you.
I get paid for time.
Are you hourly?
Of course. On 4th and 10 for the Zips at the Husky 20. Finley has the snap. Pressure comes. He has to throw it. Near side, incomplete. Through the hands of Polk. On the near side, Huskies take over on downs, and NIU looks like they're going to go bowling in 2024.
Looks like one knee victory formation, and the Huskies protect their home field. One more home game to go. The Saturday after Thanksgiving. One road game before that. Gavin Williams, big run. Huge. Ray Thomas, 3rd down stop. Huge. Another defensive gem by NIU, giving up only 16 points in this game. And offensively, NIU 440 yards following last week's 411-yard performance, 850 yards of offense the last 2 weeks.
Hampton will take the knee. No timeout from Akron. The final seconds will run off here at Husky Stadium. Again, big-time defensive performance. The offense came up big when they needed to. 2 100-yard rushers. Telly Johnson Jr. with 104 yards. Gavin Williams with 101 yards. And the final seconds run off. NIU is bowl eligible as they defeat Akron 29-16 here at Husky Stadium.
Convincing win, especially the last 6-7 minutes. It was in doubt for a while. But Gavin Williams sprint down the sideline for the tune of 71, busted that open. Huskies had some special teams, big plays, has some special team areas of improvement that could be made. But for the most part, all three areas of the football team were part of this victory. Huskies winning at Western Michigan. Huskies winning at home tonight. 2 more games in the month of November. Can you run the table in November?
Mark Lindo, the last points for Akron came with 9:20 to go in the second quarter. That was a blocked punt.
Yes.
The Zips didn't score an offense after 10:56 of the second quarter when they made that 27-yard field goal.
Yeah, so only 9 points on their offense. Only 9 points did the NIU defense allow against the Akron Zip offense, and basically did a great job keeping the ball in front of them all night long.
The Huskies are going bowling as they defeat the Akron Zips. The final score, 29-16. We'll come back with the post-game show. You'll hear from head coach Thomas Hammock. We'll go through all the numbers. We've got awards, and then we get ready for Miami, 6 days away in Oxford. Huskies and Redhawks. But the Huskies will enjoy this one tonight as they defeat the Zips, 29-16. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.